Antichrist!
It is Sunday, August 20th, 2017. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the king of villains, Bulldog Malenko. And along with me, as usual, is Knubsie Slow and the effervescent Despacito Dave.
Is that how you do it in Puerto Rico, Dave? Puerto Rico?
No, dude. Puerto Rican women,
Yeah.
they're a special kind of women.
Special kind of crazy.
Sure.
Dude, I'm not saying
They
that.
got your back, though. They got your back.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, they will.
It's like, I had a Puerto Rican girlfriend for a day.
Don't fuck around on her.
For a whole day. And,
Ain't nobody got a ball for
she was scary. She was intense.
She was just probably trying to show affection, but it's in Spanish.
And she was yelling at people and grabbing me by the arm.
Especially if you get one of those Puerto Rican girls from, like, Brooklyn.
I think
Puerto Rican butter
Like-
pecan.
Brooklyn Rican.
Yes.
Brooklyn Rican. I think is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Yay. Here we are.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's Sunday,
Welcome.
August 20th.
Despacito, Dave.
That's dirt nap in Spanish.
That's como se dice dirt nap in Espanol.
Despacito.
Despacito.
By the way, we came up with that while we were finishing this whole thing.
Yeah.
I just looked at him and I was like, it's too bad Despacito Dave ain't here. And he just lost his shit.
That's funny. I'm glad that you guys waited until today to tell me that.
Yes, absolutely. I even told him, I was like, you can't say shit to him about it. We're just going to spring it on him on the show.
That's why I didn't say nothing last night. I shook
I
your
don't
hand
even
like,
know.
I got to shut up because I'm going to say the shit to him. If I talk to him. So I'm just going to leave him alone.
All right,
Great.
So before we cut to the break for Watch Talk Wrestling, we're going to just give a quick preview of what we're talking about today. So we're going to do a recap of NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 from last night. Oh, vicious.
I like,
And then we're going to...
Damn. Noop knows what's up.
God damn.
God damn. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm excited. That was good.
So, yeah, we're going to recap NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3. We're going to do a preview of SummerSlam tonight. And then the rest of the show, we're pretty much going to be revisiting the 90s.
the 90s.
Yeah. Having some of that.
It's just one of those days.
It's all about the he said, she said. Shit.
She shed.
It's all about the sheep's head ghost tail bullshit.
We're talking about the she-shells by the she-shore. Bullshit.
Sally Batallywagger.
See how awesome did you went for an outline and we just kept the 90s thing going because that was the funny things that were in our head at the time.
God damn. I watched that. I'll never forget that. That's the real definition of cross-eyed. Noob.
Noop. Yeah, dude.
What you looking at, man? I'm looking at the floor and I'm looking at you, dude. I'm trying to see if this shit's spotless.
Hell yeah.
All right. We'll be right back.
Are you feeling the effects of the PG era? Do you miss the beer drinking and middle fingers? There's a cure for you.
Watch Talk Wrestling!
This is Scotty Stevens.
And this is Blown Star.
We bring you all the action and drama of the Monday Night Wars.
WWF Monday Night Raw takes on WCW Monday Nitro from 20 years ago.
Interact with us on Facebook and Twitter.
Download us on Podbean, iTunes, and Stitcher.
Pops of ourselves.
We should make
Word.
pops of ourselves.
Yeah, just have
Word.
like 14 different days.
Dumpster
Yes,
fire.
I'd get all the exclusives.
Dumpster fire day.
Lunchbox.
All you got all the
Loot crate.
chases.
Yeah.
Despacito.
Despacito Dave. He's wearing a fucking
Puerto Rican flag.
put him in the fucking sombrero and the poncho.
You got a burrito. That should be great.
Yes. Chipotle Dave.
Despacito burrito Dave.
Despacito Dave
Is that how you
with
do it in
burrito.
Puerto Rico, Dave?
Yes. Word.
Puerto Rico.
They're all
Rico.
they're all gonna have big gums. That's gonna be the thing, man.
8x11.
You
like a
seen
shit.
you seen my Facebook profile pic, right? Like, look at it next time and just see how big the fucking gums are. Like, and it's what's really great about it. It's like the teeth don't even take up the whole fucking mouth. Like,
It's all gum.
it's so much. There's so much like gum, dude. It's great.
The dude
I
that
love
did that
it.
picture for you did an amazing job.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I feel like such a fucking superhero.
It's so over exaggerated.
Dude, you can't even bite nobody. You just gum them
No,
to death.
right. Right. See, those are my top teeth right there. Look how far down it is.
Touching your butt. You got like an open mouth smile.
I know.
Your teeth are still touching your bottom lip.
That's how big that portion of my face is.
I like how you're a superhero though. What's up with that bird?
That's the birds of justice. The birds of top quality.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
birds of longevity.
That is a good picture though. Who drew that?
Some dude from Germany.
That's fucking.
Didn't you do it on Fiverr?
Yeah. I got it done on Fiverr. It was relatively inexpensive. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna get one for me. Man.
That's what I'm saying. Caricature things. You know what? I think. Ooh. Are we? We're not recording right now, are we?
Yeah, we've been
Oh, yeah.
recording this whole.
Okay.
I started the recording on the we should make pops of ourselves.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's all this shit. In there.
Of course.
I thought we were still on the commercial break.
Yeah, right. That's when we capture the best bullshit.
Yeah,
No, man.
Right.
that's why I was like, okay, cool, we're back in.
We're back.
And-
So,
oh, hey, while I'm thinking about it, we need to plug Secret Headquarters.
yes.
Secret Headquarters offers 10% off purchases for Bulldog Unchained listeners. When you go in, just tell them Bulldog Unchained podcast sent you. Secret Headquarters has a huge selection of used video games, toys from
Sex
the 80s
toys.
and 90s. They got a huge
Despacito
pop.
game.
They got a huge pop collection.
Yes.
And then they've also got the arcade, man. Classic
So much fun.
arcade. You literally pay $5 and play till your fingers bleed.
Hell yeah.
It's fun, dude.
Like it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, but they literally like their staff at the store and Jeff, the owner, Jeff Osborne,
He's
like
the coolest.
yeah, man, they're awesome. They're awesome people. You go in, just hang out with them, talk to them. You'll have a good time. But Secret Headquarters is located at 4225 North 1st Avenue, Evansville, Indiana. Hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 12 to 6 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 12 to 9 p.m. And once again, tell them Bulldog Unchained sent you.
No sex toys.
Tell us their favorite. Tell them the favorite person on the show. I just want them to say Knubsie slow. That's all. Just say my fucking name out loud.
Despacito.
Say how you do it down in Puerto Rico.
Durka, 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 Durka. I don't know the words to that song.
No, neither does Justin Bieber.
No. Makes me. I don't want no host and chica no mona. Chipa no. I don't know what I'm
Alright.
saying either, man.
Nubsy doesn't speak Spanish.
I speak Spanish, but like not fluently.
You know, Knubsie, I have to ask. Your Evansville accent's very distinct. What part of Evansville are you from originally?
I was born on the southern side of the city,
Okay.
probably like Linwood and all that area.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Why?
I just wanted to know.
Why?
I was just wondering.
Why?
You don't really. You don't
if you were from
sound
Evansville,
like Evansville.
You don't really sound like you're from here.
Oh,
I was really just joking around.
I'm really from Puerto Rico. Despacito.
It's okay. If you get further west of Red Bank, it turns into a southern accent really fast.
Oh yeah.
Like out in you get to Mount
Mount
Vernon. and
Vernon, Posey County.
It's like, man, I'll tell you what, man, I'm going off. I'm a Hoosier, man. This is pretty cool. I mean, I still have a rebel flag in the back of my pickup truck, but
You want to know something funny?
Uh,
when I lived in St. Louis, they use Hoosier as a derogatory term.
of course, like fucking Hoosier.
Yeah, and they call people Hoojwads.
Hoojwad?
Hoojwad.
That's great.
Like they use Hoosier like a more insulting form of redneck.
But what's funny is that they're from St. Louis. It's like, fuck you.
I kind of like
It's a
St. Louis.
I mean, I get it. It's cool. They got like
The Arch.
Starbucks and shit.
Everybody has Starbucks. We have Starbucks.
Exactly. What the fuck is special about St. Louis?
They got the Cardinals.
It's the gateway to the West. So
Yeah.
you just keep going through that gateway to get to the cool places.
You can stop and go on the top and look down and shit.
Hell yeah.
No, because eventually you hit Kansas City and you realize you've made a terrible mistake.
It's like, oh my God, I made it all the way here.
Can I turn it back around now?
Some truck drivers going through Kansas City right now like, these motherfuckers are right.
Oh, this place
Are
sucks.
they tracking me?
It's the electric light district or something like that. They have one of those. That's where they partied at. They got so hyped up about having electric lights that they were like, "Yep, this is where we're going to build our party central around."
What?
You know, like
Nubsie's over there rocking that
like
2
Broadway,
liter.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
New York has their party district. Their New Orleans has their party district.
French
I'm
Quarter?
talking about the electric light district is the Kansas City, like Beale Street, I guess.
Memphis. Bill Street's Memphis.
Beale Street's Memphis, yeah.
Electric Lights, Kansas City.
Yeah.
French Quarters of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Evansville has Franklin.
Yeah, right. During the Fall Fest, which is coming up, by the way.
Jimtown Disneyland.
But the food, though.
Oh, man.
I was talking about that this morning, actually. The stuff that I get at the Fall Festival.
That destroys everything that you've been doing for.
What? No.
Oh, man.
Just work hard.
The-
I'll
the-
just do more cardio.
Yeah, the asparagus.
Yeah.
Fried asparagus. Instead of roasted asparagus.
I've been doing roasted asparagus a lot. It's good. It's so good, and I love the way it makes my pee smell, especially in the shower, because your sense of smell is heightened in the shower. That's why farts smell,
It's like
smell
I've been.
worse.
It's like I've been taking.
Oh.
It's like I've been taking. The fucking antibiotics.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks
Vaccine.
straight.
Dude,
Did you get vaccinated as a kid?
asparagus makes your pee smell so bad. And I peed in the shower the other day after eating asparagus, and it was terrible.
It smells like I just.
But you
walked-
enjoyed it.
No.
Did you enjoy your own
I
smell?
mean,
you one of those guys that like farts and just inhales that shit?
Everyone likes their own
get
fart.
up.
I
get up
sometimes.
and turn over in the seat. I set the cruise control and stand up in my car and turn around so I can get a whiff
In your Toyota?
while I'm driving the Toyota.
These motherfuckers got some like
I'm just
crazy
kidding. I
car.
got
Like,
leather.
Headroom.
I got leather seats, so it bounces off and whiffs right up. What the fuck, dude?
what's that old kid saying? Like sticky rubber bands. Words are sticky back to you. Something.
I'm rubber, you're glue.
That's
Whatever
what it
you
is.
say bounces off me and sticks to you.
That's his seat.
Oh,
Dave's walking around smelling like sticky farts.
no, that's just when they dry.
That's his. That dry stick.
Sticky.
That's how you do it down in Puerto Rico. I can roll my R's, but sometimes it doesn't want to happen. Like my tongue is too fat. Ladies,
Word.
just
Okay, fuck.
then we got off topic.
So, did you, Despacito Dave, did you see all of NXT?
I saw. Yes, I saw all of it. It was great.
Nubsy did not, so I had to give him a fill-in for the rest of it. But
Sure.
from start to finish,
It was
brutal.
so good.
Every single match, everyone involved beat the fuck out of each
They
other.
really did.
heard
They
that
went
shot,
hard in the paint.
Yeah, I really
The
enjoyed
very
it.
first match, Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas, I think stole the night.
That
Because those two dudes beat
They
the
really
living
did.
shit
I
out
really
of each
enjoyed
other.
the close.
And,
I really
yes,
enjoyed the last 2 minutes of
and
that
I
match.
and I honestly did not see Cien Almas going over Johnny
But
Gargano.
I love the Ring of Honor. I love the Ring of Honor false or the cheat to win finish. That was the only way he could do it.
Yeah.
Which made them both look strong.
Didn't she throw a DIY shirt at him? That's fucking
She did.
great.
She sure did. And I really do enjoy him with her now.
Yeah.
She gives him direction.
Sienna.
Yeah.
She got an ass on her.
She gives him direction, and she's keeping him
Hitting with that
focused. And
ass.
I think because he's La Sombra.
Yep.
You know, he's the fucking shadow, and as intense as he was in Mexico, we haven't been able to really get to that part of his character, and now we are, because he was his good-looking Alberto Del Rio, don't give a shit.
Like
kinda
he looks
thing.
like a Mexican Khal Drogo.
Yeah, he's a badass, and they have to present him as such, and she's able to help focus and harness that viciousness to keep him focused instead of bouncing on the ropes and yeah. And I love that. I love that direction because it's bringing out a better side of him. And we saw growth in both of those characters last night.
You know who I think it would benefit if they wanted to make a new tag team along with her as a manager. You know who I think it would benefit and possibly get a character shift that could translate
No Way
to the
Jose.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You put that big motherfucker with Cien Almas,
That would be
the intensity that
Yeah.
could be brought out of both of them and drop the goofiness.
Yeah.
That'd be some sick shit.
Like all of a sudden, instead of dancing No Way Jose, he just looks at you dead in your eye and is like, No Way
And
Jose.
pops you in the mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It would absolutely work.
He needs to take Bill Dundee's moveset. And just like those punches and atomic drops and shit.
You talking about the Crocodile Hunter?
No, that was Crocodile Dundee.
Oh.
Superstar Bill Dundee.
Yes.
Back in the 80s, him and Jerry Lawler had like the biggest, longest standing feud of anyone.
And the way that they fought was a lot of strikes, a lot of
they were so close of friends and trusted each other that when they got in the ring together, you could literally tell like they're beating the shit out of each other. It was kind of like watching the Road Warriors with anyone, but no one trusted the Road Warriors. They just came in and did whatever the fuck they wanted to you, and you couldn't do anything about it.
Legion of Doom.
Wasn't it Vern Gagne that they got a hold of at AWA? Like, what are you guys doing? Whatever I want.
Oh, nice.
They changed the finish on him
That's
because they were like,
Really?
Yeah, that's on their DVD thing. They changed the finish on Vern Gagne, and he was like, nobody's changed the finish on me in 30 years, blah blah blah. And he's like, well, we just did. Like, there's nothing you could do about it.
Right.
And I mean, their point was very strong. No one would believe that the guys that they wanted to go over on them, there's no fucking way. And they wanted this clean victory, so instead the Road Warriors come out and beat the piss out of these guys till the referee calls for disqualification or some shit.
Nice. Nice.
But anyway,
You ain't getting over on me, motherfucker.
Right. But back to NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 last night. Then the second match.
Yeah.
Sanity versus the Authors of Pain.
That was my favorite match.
My God.
That finish.
The
Nikki
finish.
Cross. And how about fucking Alexander Wolf? He was a
Dude.
made fucking man last night.
Yes, absolutely.
That he's got something that he's going to be able to have people are going to come up to him for the next 15, 20 years, 30, 45 years, and if he has any kind of continuation from this, those are going to be one of his favorite things. I remember the night
your pivotal moment.
Yeah,
I remember
that night. Yeah, and that was that for him
because
he was the best thing about
big.
that match.
He went big.
Yeah.
Like he outshined
Everybody else,
everyone in that match,
Eric
including
Young
Eric.
Looked great. He looked great.
Yeah, Eric was Eric. But
Alexander
Alexander Wolf,
stepped up.
even Eric Young had to look at Alexander Wolf and feel lucky as fuck. Like, that's one of my guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right.
He's on my team. Holy
that was
shit.
phenomenal.
Like, this just elevated all of us together. Yeah. And then,
Red Dragon.
dude, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
You've been bonering for them the last couple of weeks.
Yes. They came in and beat the living fuck
Out of everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Tore through the whole crowd. That's
They,
true.
like, the only person that they did not attack is Nikki Cross, who was still unconscious
Right.
outside of the ring.
She was asleep.
And I think had she been on her feet, we would have seen male on female violence once again.
Getting kicked.
Yes.
Somebody was getting kicked.
She would have got knees to the face or some bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
it was
phenomenal.
insane. And then after that was Aleister Black and Hideo Itami, who beat the living fuck
God.
out of each other.
I think Aleister Black got a broken nose.
Yeah, Hideo Itami broke
he
Aleister
did.
Black's nose. He's bleeding all over his fucking face. But
There were some stiff fucking shots, man.
before he caught him with Black Mass, that running knee that he caught Hideo Itami with in the side of his face, I was like, oh, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. And then when he hit, like, I knew that Black Mass was coming when it came.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it, and I was just like,
Holy shit.
that whole match was just amazing.
Start
It was
to finish.
great.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, we go to Asuka and Ember Moon, who beat the living fuck out of each other.
I think that was a pivotal moment in Asuka's career, because she hasn't had a pay-per-view quality main event quality match,
right?
And that, I think, could have main
Ember
evented.
can hang with her.
I think
every
that could
step.
have main evented.
Oh,
I think that could have main
absolutely
evented the show. Because I mean, even though Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre was a phenomenal match, what Asuka and Ember Moon were able to
and the
accomplish,
crowd was never out of it.
not for one second.
I'm surprised the crowd still had energy for Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre.
They were drained for it.
Yeah.
You could tell they were a little drained.
because the crowd was going nuts for
Yeah.
Asuka and
It
Ember.
was great, because that was such a build. It
And
was such
so
a
many false
crescendo.
finishes.
I know.
So many, like each and every
That
one
was
you
what I
thought was
loved.
over. You
That's
were just
what
like,
I
oh shit,
loved
that's
about
it.
the finish of that match, because how much she worked the arms and stuff.
And I love that the referee caught Asuka holding the trunks of Ember Moon and stopped it at the 2 count. And Asuka's like, you see Asuka losing her shit. Like you never see Asuka lose her cool in this manner, where it's like, what the fuck do I have to do?
Yeah.
And she's screaming and pounding the mat. Ember Moon hits the Eclipse on her. Asuka kicks out. Ember Moon's throwing a fit, pounding the mat. Like, what the fuck do I gotta do? And the referee just kind of looked like, this is awesome. Like, I'm refereeing this match right now. Like, you could just tell by his facial expression on some things that were happening, he had pure situational awareness and appreciation for where he was at that moment. Like, he was like, I've got the best seat in the house. I'm officiating
calling
this.
this,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
calling this match. Like, you could just tell the look on his face. He was like, I'm going to hold on to this.
Yeah.
Because it was a battle. It was awesome to watch.
Right.
And yes, Asuka winning. And what is it now? 547 days?
Something
like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or is it
She's
574?
She's well surpassed Goldberg's streak. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, this is legendary. This is the stuff of legend. I don't see how they. I don't know. I don't know who else would be.
Are they not
She's
talking about it?
Everyone else. Oh, they have. They
Yeah.
have spoke about it. It's
Oh,
just
yeah. The commentators in NXT.
Yeah, they go a lot about it. It's going to be weird how they finish that. I don't know.
Well, you know the reason why she held it.
Maybe the Mae Young winner.
Maybe. You know that there's talks, like I read something today that Triple H pitched to Vince that Asuka needs to stay in NXT for a while longer just because of how hot she is.
Right.
And that, I mean, we all know what happens generally when NXT superstars get called up to the main roster.
They can get lost in the
WWE's
sauce.
creative sucks. I was talking to Knubsie about this before you got here, and I was like, eventually WWE's going to want to stop doing NXT pay-per-views on the same weekend as their main pay-per-views, because every single time it's happened, we get pulled in. We watch an NXT 3-hour pay-per-view on Saturday, and everyone gets that false hope of, man, maybe WWE's going to give us something great tomorrow night. And no, we end up getting another fucking glorified version of Monday Night Raw. That's
2
what we
hours
get
longer.
every fucking time. Every single time that NXT TakeOver has happened before WWE pay-per-views, NXT kicks the living shit out of WWE. Every fucking time. It's not even a debate. If you have eyes and you can process wrestling with a fucking 3-year-old mentality level, you can understand this is great, this is crap.
The 2 matches I saw like today were better than the matches that happened on
Dude.
Raw.
Johnny Gargano and Cien Almas,
They tore the house down.
that match alone is better than anything I've seen in a WWE pay-per-view for probably 2-3 years.
Nah, that was good shit though.
Dude, let's go back to when
That's a strong
hold on. Let's go back to when
statement, sir.
Kevin Owens was the NXT champion and he faced Finn Balor in Japan in Tokyo.
That sounds great.
That was the most perfect match I've ever seen in my life, where the face was the face, the heel was the heel, the crowd from start to finish
was all over it.
oh my
Yeah.
god, and it was the most perfectly executed match I've ever seen. Like, in my opinion, it surpassed Steamboat Savage just because of the
Taker
story.
Michaels.
Past it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
Michael Hogan?
of the story that it told of these two guys.
It's SummerSlam.
Like these two guys have known each other.
God damn.
Damn it.
Look, Kevin Steen and Fergal Devitt, they have known each other for years through multiple organizations. They have faced each other on multiple continents and countless countries. And then it culminates with both of them in NXT together, and they go to Tokyo for a special.
Right.
In front of a Japanese crowd where they do the whole ticker tape streamer thing for
Yeah,
Fergal.
it was fun.
And then they gave the roses to Kevin Owens,
And
and
he
he
threw 'em.
healed it the fuck up and threw the roses down on the ground, tore him up, and
Kicked him and shit.
yes,
Yeah.
and it was just amazing.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And when you see when you see Finn Balor as the Demon in a match that goes on long enough and gruelingly enough to where the paint is pretty much gone by the end of the match, you got your fucking money's worth.
Word.
When that paint is just gone, like not smeared, it's gone.
Like you see Balor again.
Yes. Like all you see is Balor, and it looks like he's got some really shitty mascara on.
He looks like
eyeliner.
Khloe Kardashian.
He looks like Rihanna after a bad night with Chris Brown, and the mascara and eyeliner's running, and
Because of the cries, because of the tears.
yeah, I know that's awful.
Jenny
Whatever.
and Forrest Gump.
Jenny, I love you. I may be not a small
I love heroin.
I like that. I don't like you. God damn.
Nunu gets it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Nunu?
But yeah, NXT just generally kicks the shit out of WWE, and
I mean,
it's time. It's fucking time for Vince. First of all, we both know that when Vince is gone and Triple H takes over, Kevin Dunn is the fuck out.
oh yeah.
Fuck Kevin
Oh,
Dunn.
yeah.
Fuck Kevin Dunn in the ass with a cactus.
He got some teeth on him, man. Like, them look like two watermelons split in half, and somebody shoved them in his face. Like, here, this is what you chew food with. That's
But if you look at, like, I also brought this, like, you watch NXT, and it is literally a different style of wrestling that we see on that show compared to WWE. WWE is slow. It's too paced. It's and it's too predictable. You can literally call spots in top superstars matches just boom, boom, boom. You can.
It's because because of the oversaturation.
Right.
It's because we're used to seeing those because
And
they
that's-
do their same moveset because
Right.
that's how they put on matches.
But you watch NXT,
Five moves of
and
death.
some of these dudes are on the show every week wrestling, but you can't call what spot's coming because they're innovative and they change shit up every match depending on who they're facing. And watching NXT is like watching these indie shows.
A lot too.
Well, watching NXT is like watching these indie shows that are so exciting, like Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, the IWC, New Japan, where it's just, you actually, not only do you get promos where people are telling a story verbally, but their matches, you can have two people in NXT who aren't feuding, who just have a one-off match, and literally 90% of those matches, after they're done, you can look at that and be like, wow, these two motherfuckers hate each other. They just beat the fuck out of each other. You could build a story off of them. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to.
No way, Jose.
He is one dude where if they drop the goofy gimmick and make him more serious, put him with someone like a Cien Almas.
Or he could be a CJ Parker.
Baywatch?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
CJ Parker.
The hippie.
You know what's tragic about him? That gimmick was such shit, but he
Yeah.
was a really good worker.
Okay.
He really was.
Okay. Maybe
Like,
when he shaves the dreads off.
His
and-
matches with Corey Graves were awesome.
Yeah.
Corey Graves is a tragedy.
Yeah.
Like, I love hearing him do commentary and seeing him in that position, but at the same time, I hate it. Because I knew, I was like, Corey Graves is going to be better than CM Punk ever was.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. You know that he beat CM Punk, right?
No. Wow.
Yeah. when they were in the Indies together, it was like a IWC show, whatever, wherever they were together. But yeah, Corey Graves holds a victory over CM Punk.
Fantastic.
When he was, what was his name? Sterling James Keenan.
Nice.
Well, it's a combination of names. Sterling Sharp was his favorite player in the NFL when he was a kid. And Maynard James Keenan from Tool is his favorite singer of all time. So he combined Sterling James Keenan, and that was his name. And it just kind of had that, people that have the three names, they kind of had that arrogance and all that Corey Graves had. Yeah, that Corey Graves had. But when he became Corey Graves, he developed that real just ruthless attitude. And I mean, the dude has "Stay Down" tattooed on his knuckles. That's fucking sweet. That's badass.
I don't know. He's like, if he can't hit you hard enough to just make you, he's gonna tell you with his fingers.
He's looking.
Stay down.
He's like, hey, I see that you're still. I see that you're still conscious. I see that you're still awake. Why don't you just, read this before I have to keep punching you?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You should just knock him out. Some push-ups.
He would knock people out, and then he would just put the fists up.
Stay down.
Yeah. Stay down.
Corey
Graves is great.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of his matches from NXT?
No.
Go back and find his matches.
He was a tag team champion with
Neville. Yeah. They were great.
Niv Evil.
Niv Evil.
The Neville
That's
level.
another tragedy, man.
The Neville level.
Adrian Neville was an NXT champion.
He was cruiserweight. He's been cruiserweight champion since they've had it since basically.
Now it's Tozawa.
Now he's not. Yeah. But which that match is coming up tonight, which we'll get to. But
well, yeah.
I love Tozawa.
You like
the
a
shoulders.
fucking,
The shoulders. He uses the shoulders. He puts his shoulders into it.
like a
Well, I mean,
train.
he's like this tall.
That's
So
why that's why the brothers love him.
it's either shoulders or knees.
Puts his shoulders in it. Like, oh, look at this crazy Japanese boy right here. God damn. Look at this crazy Japanese boy right here. I love this guy. We should keep him around, let him ride in the car. This week on Ride Along.
Oh, Jesus, that would be great. Titus O'Neil and Akira Tozawa.
What you say? What you say, white boy?
You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No!
Well, just turn the radio up. They both like Lionel Richie and shit. They're all jamming. They're all jamming to old Motown.
Rich Swan's in the backseat all night long.
All night. Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
See, that's what I want to see. I want to see Ride Along where they're actually listening to music and just singing their hearts out. I know.
They could do it for 28 seconds at a time.
They could. WWE's got the money. They could pay that shit.
Fuck that.
Pay the ass cat fee.
Like
and,
$1 billion company.
Right?
That's chump change right there. It's like, what, $2,000?
Right.
And that's why we're not running the company. Because we'd make stupid ass decisions.
No, we would make amazing decisions.
Yeah.
We'll license everything. It'll be fine. Give everybody the money. We'll make it work.
All right. I want motherfuckers to come out to chocolate hot dog flavored water, all the album, in 2 minutes. So play every song for 10 seconds. That's Shelton Benjamin's entrance when he gets back.
Shelton Benjamin. Okay, so back to NXT. The main event.
Yay.
Drew McIntyre.
We're going to come back to it.
And glorious Bobby Roode. And again, these two guys beat the living shit out of each other.
Yes.
And
what's McIntyre's finishing move called? Like the comatose or something?
The Claymore.
The Claymore, yeah.
Yeah, that running like drop kick to the face, pretty much.
The one-legged drop
single booted drop kick to the face. Oh my god.
Just a half-ass drop kick.
Because he's like 9 foot tall.
And 256 pounds. Yeah.
He looks like...
Oh my god. He hit that motherfucker. Dude,
hard.
They both went full bore against each other.
Yeah, they definitely got their money's worth last night.
Drew McIntyre wins, becomes the new NXT champion, and then
Adam Cole,
I marked the fuck out so hard because Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly hit the ring again and fuck up everything.
Yep.
Like, they kicked the shit out of both Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. Adam Cole picks up the NXT title, is staring at Drew McIntyre, and then, like, Mike drops it right next to his head.
All right. So that was the card. Mark out moment of the night for you was Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, I mean, of course, Aleister Black, but like Aleister Black hitting that knee, I yelled. I was like, "Holy shit!"
That was your favorite.
But
yeah,
but just that closing of Adam Cole showing up, because we all knew that he signed earlier this week.
But how he
debuted,
that was great.
Because it was like, well, how's he going to show up?
Puts him right into the main event.
Like,
scene.
is he going to show up and they're going to put his name on the screen and he's going to cut a promo about what he's here to do? Nope. He showed up and just immediately showed what he was here to do.
Like Kevin Owens did.
Yes.
Yeah.
To Sami Zayn.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
That was
so
amazing.
great.
I was like, this is the greatest match ever. Way to go, Kevin Owens. Fuck you, dude.
That was awesome.
Fuck Kevin Owens.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I saw, I was like, "No, they hate each other." He's about to fucking put him on his ass. Yo, but so what about you? What about you, Nubs? What was your mark? From what you've seen so far.
Probably Nikki Cross doing that dive and getting caught and getting
Killian Dane speared both her and Razor through the table.
Harry back kilt wearing guy. That's what
Harry back killed.
My moment was from that match also. Alexander Wolf getting that pin. That was my all right. Hell yeah. They're impressed with him because they gave him a lot to do tonight.
Yeah.
he German suplexed him like sick.
He's the first guy from Germany to go through the Performance Center.
Yeah.
And so they're putting, they put a lot of faith in him because he's grown he's grown so much in the past 18 months on television. He's gotten the quirks down. He's become Alexander Wolf.
His mannerisms.
And we've been able to
saw it when we were at the NXT show here, like his facial expressions when he was standing in front of me.
Great.
Although I almost broke him. When I was staring at him and I was like, "My people!" and he had to back away before he started laughing.
And his eyes got real big and he just walked away.
What the fuck is going on here? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah, and so it was with the moveset and everything, and then for them to give him the pin. How the match ended.
Oh yeah,
with
huge statement.
Alexander Wolf pinning, because it could have been he could have been the Sawyer Fulton. He could have been the Sawyer Fulton.
Yep.
It could have been him easy to make way for Killian Dane. They saw something in him. They dug it. They kept it going, and that's.
Which, by the way, what happened to Sawyer Fulton?
He's gone.
Is he?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they released him.
He was there for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Sammy Callahan.
Yeah. I have to bring up what because I caught up on the past 2 weeks of NXT a couple days ago. The fact that this Angelo Dawkins thing is still happening is just atrocious to me.
Does he, dude? I guess the WWE higher ups don't realize that he's stirring up crack. That's a thing for people doing crack. That's what that means.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Angelo Dawkins, Street Profits.
The Street Profits. And who's his partner? With the cup of lean?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be codeine cough syrup in a cup because they keep it in 2 cups and that's just the way that they drink it.
Sour cone double cup me, please.
That's it.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. He has that, and Angelo Dawkins does this because he's stirring up his crack. That's what it is.
Which I hope at this point that they make main roster eventually, because when they do, I'm going to make Angelo Dawkins' life a living hell, because I can promise you all it's going to take is for me to be at one show, and one televised show, and get the D-Lo Light chant started, and that shit's going to live forever.
D-Lo Light.
That's what I called him, because that's what he
looked down at you and was like, "God damn!"
He did too. You could just see this was 2 years ago when we were in NXT.
Yeah,
and he comes out and I'm like, "Who the fuck is that?" I pulled the Conor McGregor on him. I literally at the top of my lungs yell, "Who the fuck is that guy?" And he's in the ring. He was like, come on, man, blah, blah, blah. And he did that head wiggle. And I was like, shut up, D-Lo Light. And the whole crowd goes, oh. And he just looks at me and goes, I mean, you can just see the hurt in his eyes. Like,
man.
oh, man. And then the whole crowd starts going, D-Lo Light, D-Lo Light. And he was like,
I remember.
Oh, fuck.
I remember that.
You know, he had to be afraid that shit was going to follow. Don't you worry, Mr. Dawkins. I'm still watching, and I'm going to get you.
I see you.
I see you.
I'm going to get you.
It's a red Solo cup, so it's probably not lean. Probably just like
his cup of lean.
Yeah, I can buy my A&W root beer right here.
This episode of Bulldog Unchained
brought to you by root beer
and apple punch.
Apple punch. Look at fucking that gallon and 2 liters.
Both of y'all, with all that awful fucking sugar. Then you start drinking your water.
At least mine's natural sugar.
Yeah, mine's
that's still
caffeine free.
It's still fucking. That's all
Since
sugar.
1919, caffeine free.
Despacito, I'm fat.
You got a gallon of juice. You know, it took like 400 apples to make that. That's too much fucking sugar, man.
We rocking it up. What you got? 1 liter water?
I got a quarter of a gallon of water.
Pussy. Got apple juice, which is good for your colon.
Oh, look at Dave over there with his healthy living.
Water. I drink roasted
my fried asparagus.
That's how you talk, Dave.
That's you.
That's me right
That's
now.
how you do it down in Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
You should have came to the production meeting. You would have known about this.
Right?
God.
God
damn.
Fucking Rick and Morty.
All right. So, Jesus Christ, this is taking way too long. So now we're up to SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Neville's facing Tozawa for the Cruiserweight title.
Tazaw's own win.
Tozawa keeps it, I would figure.
With the power of Tozawa, I hope he hits a fucking back suplex.
The German suplex?
Puts
The
his
snap
shoulders
suplex?
into it. Yeah,
Dude,
the German snap.
His German suplex is the nastiest
It's so
thing I've
good.
ever seen.
It's
it looks
good.
like it should kill you automatically.
Yeah, it's really quick. It's really fast. And
If you want to see the best, go back and watch his matches in the Cruiserweight Classic, and you'll be like, fuck that guy. Like, when I first saw him, I was like, if that little bastard ever hit me with that suplex, I'm going to shoot him in the fucking head.
it's really quick.
Fuck him.
Dude.
Yes.
It's the height difference.
Yeah, I'll shoot him in the face. Right in the fucking face.
They have to like grab you by like your underneath the boob area and just.
What about, is The Miz going against Jason Jordan?
I don't think the Intercontinental title's up, is it?
Is it? I don't know.
Okay. All right. So that's possibly not happening tonight. I thought it might be happening on the pre-show. But
The thing that I'm most looking forward to, this is my
Four-way.
match of the night.
Fatal 4-way.
Baron Corbin destroying John
Not
Cena.
happening.
Oh, he's going to put him out. You understand this, right?
No.
John Cena has to go record the new Transformers movie.
No.
Yep. Baron, this is the talk of what the plan is because John Cena cost Baron Corbin his cash in. Corbin now gets to uncork that ruthless fucking aggression. He's going to murder John Cena, like put him out. And it's going to turn Corbin into the Ultra Monster.
Are you farting?
Nope.
The second time you lean, I was like, no, he's shitting on me, man.
No.
Goddamn roasted asparagus.
Got that roasted asparagus.
God damn.
What's up, Noob?
He gets it.
We're gonna do Noob Dave. That's another pop. Like one eye's up here, the other eye's in here. You just walk around with a fucking mouth. I'm ready for my first assignment, my mission. Yeah.
God damn.
But yes, I absolutely think Corbin's going to just massacre Cena.
Wow.
And it makes sense story-wise.
I understand your point. I understand
Because,
your point.
from what's been said, is Vince, after Corbin had the briefcase, Vince didn't like Corbin having the briefcase because he felt that someone like Corbin shouldn't have
Need
to
the
have
briefcase.
Yeah, it did nothing for him. It did nothing. Corbin's already a monster.
Yeah.
Why? That's like giving Braun Strowman a briefcase. Why? So he can fucking kill you with it?
Right.
You just put a weapon in his hand. That's all you did. That contract
that's
means
what it was
nothing.
for.
But
And then he got beat with a schoolboy, though.
oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
If he loses tonight, I think it's the beginning of the end.
oh,
for
dude,
Baron
if he
Corbin.
loses this match to Cena tonight, yeah, it's over. The Corbin
era.
train has hit the station.
Kerpla. So we'll see. I say the Corbin train is leaving the station, even though he got media coverage and he's an Arizona Wildcat, or he was an Arizona fucking Cardinal.
I think he goes out.
You still think they have faith in him?
Oh yeah, like I think from what I've read, the plan is this is going to be one of those matches, kind of like the Kevin Owens or Lesnar versus Cena the first time, like where Cena gets a little bit of offense in, but Corbin just fucking handles him.
Huh.
Like, it's gonna be Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. Think something like that.
I can only hope. I hope Baron Corbin legitimately punches John Cena in the face.
Opens him up.
Fuck yeah.
Starts bowing him and
God
shit.
damn it. Let it
That
happen.
ain't happening.
Oh, let it happen.
Not to Cena.
Nah, not to Sheriff Cena.
Big match, John.
But
Super
another one that I'm looking forward to is Nakamura
Yes.
and Jinder Mahal.
Damn.
However, I do not think that it is time for Nak to have the title.
You're crazy.
It's not time yet. You give that.
It's his destiny.
You think it's going to happen
I
tonight?
know it.
It would be glorious.
Yeah, it's
I
happening.
mean, it'll be great if it does.
He's gonna beat the Singh brothers. I think that's why they took the case from Barry, so Nakamura could have his moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
What in the hell?
What's going on there?
Pornography.
No, I was getting a phone call.
That was
From
great
a
porn.
Professional.
Yeah. Well, I've got the phone plugged in.
I want to know.
That was not at all what that was.
I was like, "What's going?" I thought it was the outside. I was like, "This is really starting to get groovy."
What else we have going on? Is there a tag team title match?
Yes.
Um,
New Day Usos is gonna happen again, which tore the house down at
Yes.
Battleground.
Yes,
That was
it did.
fucking
Was
great.
that was Battleground, wasn't it?
Yes.
Money in the
Yeah.
Bank.
No, it was Battleground,
That was Battleground. Okay. All right.
I think.
Or Great Balls of Nope.
Oh, God. Great
That was
Balls of
raw.
Fire.
That was raw. But that was Joe Lesnar was a fucking
Oh,
match.
yeah. So,
That's the thing. That's the thing about WWE. I mean, granted, they do get your reaction to the matches and stuff most of the time on Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, but pay-per-views, man, they're still delivering some of the best stuff. I think the roster is more talented than it's ever been.
it absolutely is, which is why it's atrocious that
Like
WWE's...
the lead-ins to it. I get the builds. The builds can be lacking sometimes.
Why do they stick
But-
with feuds that no one could give a shit less about, and a feud that they'll only give a month to is shit that people want to see for 6 months?
It's not all. It's hit and miss, man. And they want to appeal to everybody.
But
and
when
that's
you have an
awesome,
entire creative staff missing regularly, they need to go.
But that's the best thing about wrestling.
They need to get us in there.
Whenever it's greatness, because they do throw a lot of shit against the wall, man. It's just, I get it. It's just
Literally.
it's hard as fuck. It's
That's what she
hard as
said.
fuck to be that creative. And I guess I'm
Apparently
playing
for
devil's
WWE
advocate.
it is.
I'm
For
playing
NXT,
devil's advocate.
for NXT, it's literally throwing darts at a board and like, okay, let's have these two guys in a match.
Original.
And
It's original because it's never happened before in front of our face. It's new, and with WWE, that's the finished product. That's the very finished end product. So yes, we get to. It's like, where do you go from here? And that's what the hard thing is to continue doing. With NXT, you're like, there's so much more to look forward to. But what do you do? Like, that's kind of what happened to why a lot of guys end up leaving. Like the great guys, like Cody Rhodes, the guys that get shunned to the wayside because they want their story to continue.
Brooklyn Brawler.
But they can, yeah, exactly. Forgotten guys.
goddamn Steve Lombardi.
Lombardi, baby. Yeah. They're like, all right, how about you be a baseball player? Or how about you be
Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
Well, we're getting rid of the clown. How about you be the clown?
Doink.
Yeah.
He was underused.
But
Dude.
that's the thing is that
The original MVP, Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. Good fucking lord. But that was a nightmare.
Uh-huh.
You remember the goon? The fucking
The Warlock.
I love the way that they said that too. The Goon. That was that dude was from WCCW.
Yeah.
He was
Way before WCW.
yeah. Well, that was the Von Erichs and Freebirds. That's where that started. Was world class
down in Texas.
world class championship wrestling.
Michael P. Hayes.
Now that he's older, he lost the
Michael.
test.
Yeah, he lost his Michael P. Hayes.
His prostate's weak as fuck now.
Is that what the P stood for?
It stood for prostate.
Michael Prostated Hayes.
Yeah, that piece
What
of
else?
shit.
What else is happening?
Oh, I think Matt Hardy's going to break at SummerSlam. I think tonight they lose.
They're woken now. They're not broken. They're woken because they're just like, fuck you, owl.
Fuck that owl.
Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be more woke now.
Yeah.
Then. And Jeff's going to
Well,
be like.
that's the 3-man tag, I think. That's what's happening. It's a 3-man tag with the Hardys and Jason Jordan versus the Miz Taraj. I think that's what's going on tonight because of the revival.
You all up on that microphone right now.
I'm pretty close to it.
It's okay. At least he's cupping the balls.
Right there where it needs to
He's
be.
working the shaft. He's going to swallow the gravy.
Hey, speaking of which, 420 next year, Super Troopers 2.
I know everybody's so excited about it.
I'm hyped now.
I'm one of those. I'm one of those in the minority of I've watched Super Troopers a handful of times, and it's got a few funny moments to me, but it doesn't.
Well, Farva and Mac apparently have a love scene,
Oh, shit.
and he said Farva ate terribleness that morning and
Ate that asshole out?
put his tongue in his mouth, and they had to
did
shoot
it
it like
matter?
5 or 6 times, but they got it on the first take. They just made him keep doing it over and over again. It's like, we got it the first time. We just
I can't wait for that movie.
yeah.
2018.
He said Farva's mustache was real wet.
I may give it a shot.
I think
But
you got to. It might be one of the Dumb and
They
Dumber
called us-
twos, though.
Yeah, they called his dick a tuna can because it's wider than it is long.
That's great. Tuna can.
Yeah,
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens, though.
I'm hyped about that with
yeah.
Shane McMahon as a special guest referee.
Oh yeah.
Man,
What
I'm
is
so
he
hyped
jumping
about
off of tonight?
it. That's what I'm marking.
Well, he's not wrestling, so he's not going to jump off.
He'll still jump. I bet somebody gets coasted.
Ooh, that would be fun. Turns into a 3. Daniel Bryan comes out and makes it a 3-way match for the United States title.
Wait, Daniel Bryan's in the match, or Shane McMahon goes to the match?
Shane McMahon.
As a referee, or he's inside the match?
He's a referee.
No, I know.
Nubsie's lost.
I know he's a referee, but I'm saying like he takes off the ref shirt,
And joins the match.
joins the match.
And Daniel Bryan referees.
Daniel Bryan referees.
There you go.
That'd be
And
great.
then Stephanie comes out in a bikini, just because
She's-
titties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the titty popped out.
Do you remember? Now, I didn't really care for the last time I saw of her cleavage, which was whenever she got arrested for assaulting Brie Bella or something.
Oh, yeah.
You remember how terrible that looked?
Yeah.
There was a bunch of space, and she's super toned. So
Better than Scott Steiner's like chest.
Oh,
big Papa Pump.
dude, roids and diuretics.
I love his math.
Like that's
though.
pretty much all he consumed.
Have you heard this
Steiner's math is the greatest. It may be the greatest promo ever. Like
that's one of my favorites.
When you face a normal man, you got a 50-50 shot of winning. But I'm not normal.
I'm a genetic freak.
So automatically your chances
I'm
get dropped
reduced in half.
to 33 1/3%. But if you take my 67 1/3%, like
And add it back to the 50, that means I got 123 2/3% chance of winning. And this Sunday at Battleground
sacrifice.
yeah. A sacrifice. We got a three-way match with Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. And Samoa Joe knows he can't beat me. Samoa Joe knows he can't beat me. So that takes my 33 1/3% chance.
Hold on.
So you got an 8
You know what?
2/3% chance of
Hold
winning
on.
at sacrifice.
Hold on. Fuck it. Since we're doing this,
We're doing it.
What's going on?
look, I'm on
Promo-
YouTube. First thing,
promo.
Steiner math.
Steiner
The
man.
Bulldog Unchained promo of the week.
Well, we got a freaking advertisement. Fuck that. You don't get free advertising on my fucking show. I know.
All men are created equal, but you look at me and you look
There
at
it
Small
goes.
Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at
What
best.
happened to Scott
beat
Steiner?
me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix. Your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the
Drastic
three-way
go down.
At sacrifice, you
Sacrifice.
got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at sacrifice. See, Joe.
Senior Joe.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't
And
lie.
they spell disaster for you at sacrifice.
That's the best promo I ever heard of my
Right?
life.
Wasn't it
That was
great?
fucking great.
He fucking.
How do you argue
I
that?
watched that as it happened. Like at that time, I was watching TNA every week
Oh,
with
God.
Chris and Adam Howe, and we
Did you just die?
How did you know?
we sat there looking at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
Does this math check out? Like, who's teaching this motherfucker? They need to get him like graded in the
141 2/3% chance of winning.
What's so great about that video that Bulldog just played is that instead of showing him actually cutting the promo, it's a PowerPoint on a chalkboard
Yeah.
doing all the math and doing everything that he, like all the fuck ups and stuff. It's like a
It's
Shmo
crossing
Yoho.
shit out,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a Shmo Yoho songify version of it, but
Okay.
it's not. I mean, it's just done straight through, and they don't make a song out of it that's dumb. But
It's like Flaming Butthole, but it's without the butthole.
yeah, and they just break it all down. And
Oh,
then,
you sodomites.
and then the numbers at the end end up spelling disaster. It's
Yeah.
just so fucking good. As sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
God.
Is
I
that
got
really-
a college ship from the University of Michigan. Get my bags. Get my bags. Scott Steiner's promos, especially from TNA, are some of the most like there are literally videos, compilation videos dedicated to only Scott Steiner cutting promos.
That's how.
It's called Steiner Mania. And it's
I'm about to look that shit up.
oh
It's
my
good.
god.
Yeah.
You laugh yourself stupid.
He's great.
I'm about to look that shit up.
Super creative though.
I know.
Like limited intelligence, but ultra creative. It's so. He's like the Rain Man of promos. Dude, I'm telling you.
Definitely a bad
Hey,
day.
baby.
Definitely
Hey, baby, you
141
want to come to my
two-thirds.
hotel room? I'll leave you a key. You can come up and be with real man.
I like how he doesn't pluralize any word.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't think he understands what an apostrophe is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have no proper ownership of
No.
it. Like that's Dave's water bottle. That Dave water bottle. Dude, my-
Despacito Dave
That-
knows
That's how
he
you do
can't
it,
beat
Dan.
me.
is that how you win fights in Puerto Rico?
God damn.
Have y'all seen that? This happened back like in 1998 or something. It was Mankind versus Triple H in a boiler room fight.
Yeah.
And
Boiler room brawl.
he fucking running off the top of the building. And he fucking dies and misses the elbow drop. And Triple H is like, "The fuck." that's my mark moment. That's my favorite moment in wrestling history.
I just watched For All Mankind again this morning.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I've been
I
busy.
love going back and watching the
Old
documentaries.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the documentaries are my favorite.
I watched
love to be on
Chris
the rings.
Jericho's again last night.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
awesome is his career, dude? He was just he was a superstar from
He-
fucking day one.
He may possibly he may be my favorite of all time. Like, I remember the days of the tape trading and shit like that. Like, I was on IRC, Internet Relay Chat, in the wrestling rooms, and that's how we exchanged videos, especially with like people that lived in Mexico or Japan. They would be in there, and I mean their English wasn't great, but we could
right.
exchange addresses in a private chat, and I would make a copy of whatever tapes I had that they wanted, and they would make copies for me, and we mail them to each other.
Yeah.
And also magazines. Man, I used to have tons of Mexican and Japanese magazines.
Oh, wow.
Because, this was early days of the internet, so you didn't have websites where you could go to and especially watch videos. That shit wasn't happening, not through your 14K dial-up fucking
AOL.
Ding, ding. Yeah. You weren't getting that shit. And
my phone rings.
Even images took forever to download.
I remember.
Yeah.
Some of
and
those
depixelate.
some of those old pics of Sunny.
Yeah.
Oh man, busting that
Before she actually started getting naked.
Right.
Oh,
but
Sunny Day.
yeah, and then so I followed
Despacito.
Corazon de Leon. Like, he was great. I remembered watching Smoky Mountain Wrestling and seeing the Thrill Seekers. And
Nice.
yeah, man. Like, I remember him and Lance Storm and how they did not fit in there
At all.
At all. They were light years ahead of everyone they got in the ring with.
Yeah.
And then,
Come on!
And then he goes to Japan, and I got to see some of those matches from Japan. Especially one of my favorites was him versus Wild Pegasus, who was Chris Benoit. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, this was brutality before. This was before ECW took off. Like, where I had Prime Star back in the day, like the first little satellite dish TV and all that, and I could get the Pittsburgh and Philly affiliate channels out there, and so that's how I used to watch ECW.
Okay.
And I started watching ECW right at the end of Eastern Championship Wrestling when it turned into Extreme. Yeah, like I saw, like I saw the Shane Douglas drop the NWA title and proclaim the ECW title the world title, and I was like, oh my god, what just happened?
That was big.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
that was a big
like that
moment.
just shattered the entire fabric of the wrestling world at that time, and it made ECW completely legitimate because, I mean, you've got the dual champion right there, and he throws the real world championship down and says, "This is now the world championship." Oh,
What do you do?
That's it. That's it.
Who was that? Gabe Sapolsky that got fucked over?
Yeah. Pretty sure. But and then so I saw Chris Jericho then when he came back and came to ECW. I remember watching him suplex Taz. Like all the shit they show in the Chris Jericho documentary, it's a great flashback, and I'm like, man, I feel so lucky that I got to watch that man's career as it happened. And then he goes to WCW, and I couldn't stand him. I was just like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Why is he this fucking shitty baby face?
Right.
Why is he this ultra nice guy? No. What? He was in ECW. He was in Japan. He wrestled for war.
Yeah.
Like, what? No. Stop this. And just, I'm here to give it to all you fans and blah, blah, blah. You keep giving me the... Shut up. Like, I was so pissed. So pissed because he was one. As soon as they announced that he was coming, I was so excited. I was like, holy shit, Lionheart, Chris Jericho. But then we got to witness that first temper tantrum where he tore up Dave Penzer's tuxedo jacket and threw a fit. And then he comes out the next, and I was worried when he came out with that tuxedo jacket, and he goes, I stand before you a completely changed man, and I promise you that will never, ever happen again. And at first I got duped, and I was like, no, damn it. But then sure as shit, he loses that match after he gives Dave Penzer that brand new jacket. He tears that one up too, and I was like, yes, it's happening. And then he starts smacking the ring post with the steel chair, and I was like, oh my god, they turned him heel. Oh my god, they turned him heel. Like, I was just so excited. And then from there, the lunacy just flowed freely.
Arm drag.
the three-handled moss-covered family gradunzel. The spinning Saskatchewan nerve hold. Arm bar. Give me my holds. Yeah. And then the conspiracy victim. And the one thing that they didn't touch on in his DVD that was my favorite thing that he ever did was when he started getting everyone's names wrong.
Oh, no, they talk about that. They talk about that for a minute.
I don't think so, because he
They
called
go
Ray,
through
he
the
called
whole
Ray.
thing.
He called him Ron Mysterio Jr. He used to call Dean Malenko Dino Machino and Stinko Malenko and JoJo Dillon.
He does. He did that all through his whole
He
career.
called Tony Schiavone Schiavone. Fucking Page for Diamond Dallas Page. Prince Makanaki.
I love that guy.
Prince Iakea.
Yeah,
Oh,
Prince
God.
Makanaki.
Prince Makanaki.
Jericho. Yeah.
Dude, he was just so great. And like when he started calling all of the fans Jericho-holics, like the first time he ever said that, I was like, that's me.
Yep.
That I am a Jericho. And my dad, my dad, and my stepmom went to a pay-per-view in St. Louis, like during that time, and I got the Monday Night Jericho shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
With the shattered TNT logo at the bottom. And
Yeah.
on the back it says, I'm a Jericho-holic.
Wonderful.
Man, I wore that shirt the fuck out. Like, it was my favorite wrestling shirt I've ever owned.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
Right.
For the
Because I've had a ton. By the way, I can't wait for my new one to come in. My
Oh.
Walking with Elias.
Oh, shit,
I
son.
ordered a Walking with Elias t-shirt, the world tour.
That shirt needs to drift away.
You need to shut the fuck up. Elias Sampson's fucking great. You Despacito.
That's how you do it down in Puerto Rico.
How do you not like Elias Sampson?
I just,
I don't get.
I booed him.
Do you not get him?
I don't understand what he's about. I
God
booed him.
damn it, Dave.
I booed him when we was at Raw, and I saw that motherfucker. I was
What?
like, boo.
Are you serious?
I tried to get a what chant started on him.
Oh, dude. I was the one guy in the crowd standing up clapping, and then I started yelling at everyone around me. I'm like, you shut up and you show respect to Elias.
no.
He's great. You guys are both turds, man.
Whatever. No, I mean, you know what? The best thing he ever
His
did, though, his
character.
last match at NXT. The La Lunchadora or something like that. It was something fucking stupid,
Yeah.
but he was dressed up like a luchador, and that was funny, and I liked him for that. And no, I don't dislike him really. I just
Give
don't
him some time.
I don't really care for him too much.
Give him some time.
Walk with Elias.
Yeah, well, he hit Finn Balor with a guitar. I don't like that motherfucker.
It was great.
Cut him.
Yeah.
Cut him.
Great.
It was fucked up.
You don't touch Balor, dude. You don't touch Balor.
That's my boy.
Shut up.
Blue.
He's got
Shut up.
36 abs.
Shut up, Fergal.
Dude's got so many serratus, triatus, corporatus. Yeah. I don't know. That's just the names of all the ab muscles. Nope.
I thought it was
Nope.
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis. Are the abs?
Sriracha.
Sriracha abs.
Yeah.
Fuck it every time.
Elias Sampson's going to be a champ.
Elias
Think so?
Sampson.
Yes.
Wow.
Mustard.
Bold statement, sir. We'll revisit this episode in a year's time.
I'm talking like, I don't know if he'll hit like main title, but Intercontinental, U.S. title, he's going to be.
He'll never get made. He'll get cruiserweight
I don't know,
title.
dude. Look, hold on.
He's gonna lose
You look
30
at
pounds.
someone like Elias. Just take a look at him. Dude's got great physique. He's got an awesome look. His voice, like the way he conducts his promos and shit, he's got a cool to him. Like he's just, nothing really fucking shakes him.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Till he gets caught with an RKO.
oh, shut up. Boom. But he's the kind of guy that if you put one of the mid-card titles on him, either the Intercontinental or the U.S., he's one of those guys that I think carries it along the same line as The Miz and AJ Styles, where that becomes one of those titles to watch because you know he's not going to hold it for just a month or 2 months. He's going to be one of those guys that holds a title like that for like 6 months, 7 months, and really makes people come after him for it. And you know he's going to be dirty and underhanded, and he's going to hang on to that fucking title
Any way that he can.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With guitars.
And I mean, he's going to be slap nutting people into the next century.
Jeff J. Listen up, slap nuts. I called somebody slap nuts the other day. They was like, what? I was like, that's great.
Slap nuts will never die.
No.
Not as long as I draw breath.
No, slap nuts. was like, that was great. How'd you think of that? I was like,
Listen,
carry
Jurassic slap ass.
I will carry on
Slap.
the legacy of slap nuts.
Bulldog Unchained podcast. The motherfucking reason slap nuts never died.
Fuck yeah.
Forever
I'm okay
and
with that.
always.
I'm okay with it.
My nose trying to itch.
Yeah, I like Elias.
Okay.
Like, I've liked him since he debuted in NXT.
Oh,
like
I
the drip.
definitely-
I was just like, okay.
I love that Corey Graves shits on him so much. I love that. That's my favorite part of Elias.
Right. I mean, it's
That
funny.
Corey Graves hates him.
Corey
It's
Graves
so
is
great.
Corey Graves is so funny.
He's like, fuck this terrible fucking guy.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So,
That's my
what
boy,
else?
Noob.
I
we
think
talked about?
another thing. I think that Elias, like, they need to get the Wyatt family
Involved with him.
rejuvenated. Yeah, and Elias is someone that you align him with some people like that for a little bit. Especially, I
He
mean,
could turn
Eric,
into like Marilyn Manson.
we all know that Eric Rowan is the odd man out.
Who?
Eric Rowan.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Was that the red one?
The one that didn't fit.
The Power Rangers?
Yes. But you look at Elias and look at Luke Harper, those motherfuckers look like they could be brothers.
Yeah, true.
You put they're both huge.
Yeah. I
And-
like Luke Harper so much.
Oh, Brody Lee is a bad motherfucker,
yeah.
man.
Brody, is that Luke Harper?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who he was in the indie. Like, Brody
Yeah.
Lee was...
That is a badass name. I was like, don't change my name to Luke Harper. Brody Lee sounds fucking hood.
Tough.
Yeah.
That sounds tough.
It sounds like you can eat
Not only
That
nails.
sounds like
But
the oldest
how-
oldest brother of a group of badass
I know that
brothers.
you
Yeah,
appreciate
like the whole
it.
biker
I know that
gang.
you do.
Yeah.
Luke Harper's theme music.
Yeah.
Oh, so wicked.
Yeah, it is good.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think about Big
So
Cass's
badass.
theme music.
With the eyes. Eyes. Oh, Big Cass has terrible music.
By the way, I'll make a prediction on that tonight. Enzo turns heel, helps Big Cass beat Big Show, and they reunite as a heel tag team, and then they go after the titles.
Any in
Okay.
the shark cage though?
What?
Any in the shark cage?
Are they going to be
You mean in the doghouse?
Seth Rollins
doghouse?
and Dean Ambrose's first opponents then?
As a new tag team title?
Probably.
What are you not stoked about Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins back together again?
I'm not stoked about anything with Dean Ambrose anymore.
Dude, he looks fired up.
Dean
again.
Ambrose could disappear tomorrow, and I would not care less. I am so done with Stone Cold Ultralight that I
Like how he walks with like,
oh god no. Even his walk, he reeks of douche through the TV.
it's like
Like
I
I
like
smell
Dean Ambrose.
Summer's Eve
I
through
like
the
him.
television.
He was nice to me when I met him. So
Oh, look, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from him as a person,
sure.
but his character sucks donkey dick. He's awful.
the lunatic friend. It was
His matches, completely predictable. He does the same shit every fucking match in sequence.
5 Moves of Death, John Cena.
Dude, no, he's worse than Cena now.
Oh.
No, that little between
When it
the-
comes to the predictability of his match, fuck yeah.
What
he
about
is.
that?
He's
What about
awful.
that? You mean tell me what about the plant that Chris Jericho fucked up? You didn't love that? That awful match, that gimmick match that they had?
No.
when he gave a
Still owe me
Even Jericho,
$16,000.
couldn't save that match.
Said you owe me $16,000
for that jacket.
Yeah, I loved that. That was my favorite part of that whole fucking.
No, the part
whole
where
fucking story.
There's
like
some
the
lights.
moment Dean Ambrose derailed for me was the Stone Cold podcast, and I was just like, dude, do you not understand
That's
that
Stone Cold.
this is the Stone Cold podcast? You're not on really as Dean Ambrose. Knock it the fuck off. No one gives a shit about your shitty fucking gimmick. And the guy that you're trying to fucking railroad is the guy whose gimmick you've tried to rip off.
He felt like he was getting big leagued,
Dude,
and he was shitty about it, and he's had a chip on his shoulder. I understand where he's coming from, be it because
Well,
he's because of the way he was treated, like coming off of WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar, like that was like a slap in the face to him, and he's had a chip on his shoulder ever since then, and he's caused him, whenever he gets shitty fucking stuff to work with, it's caused him to come off as uninspired. The world title run was great.
But you know what?
He was fired up for that.
But that's just it. You're still there.
Yeah.
You've
Enjoy
got
the
a contract.
He doesn't know,
yeah.
and he doesn't know how to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, you're in a position that less than 1% of people who do what you do will ever get to be there.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
I get it.
Now, you can look at the flip side, and you look at people like, dude, 3-man band. Let's just point this out. 3-man band now have all hit pinnacle peak positions. Jinder Mahal is the WWE champion. Heath Slater was a tag team champion.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre is now the NXT champion.
Yep. That's hard work right
They were a joke. They were a goofy gimmick. And they got their asses stomped regularly. After Drew McIntyre was the chosen one. Yes, exactly. Dean Ambrose, if Dean Ambrose gets booted from WWE, he will never be back. I will say that right now because he does not have the mindset. He does not have the sheer fuck you will in the right manner of, okay, well, that's fine. I'll go to New Japan. I'll go to Ring of Honor. I'll go do this. I'll go do that. And I'll show you what you missed out on. Nope. He would go and he would turn back from Dean Ambrose to Jon Moxley and still do the same tired bullshit wherever he ends up. And he's just going to bounce around from indie to indie. That is Dean Ambrose.
Do you think he'd go the way of like Ryback?
Yes, to where he eventually wears out his fucking welcome everywhere.
Blames everything on everything else.
Absolutely.
Everyone else.
Yes. Whereas Cody Rhodes could have done that same thing. Cody would have had every right to be like, dude, you shit on my family. You shit on my family's legacy. I came to you with all these ideas and you didn't see any value in me. And instead, Cody was like, you know what? The past is the past, and now I'm a different man. And he immediately turns himself into the American Nightmare, which, how the fuck did Vince and the goddamn genius creative team of the WWE miss out on that? How the fuck do you swing and miss so goddamn hard that you can't come up with the American... Right, we get Stardust. Stardust was never going to be a champion, was he?
No.
It's never going to happen. Just like... dude, would you agree that at this point, Goldust, the commitment that he's had, his level of performance all throughout his career, and his just overall wrestling stature and his pedigree should have been at least a one-time WWE champion?
No.
Why?
He wouldn't fill up arenas. People wouldn't pay to see Goldust.
Okay.
Not like that.
Right.
Not that spot.
And so they did the same thing to his little brother.
They did that to Kane too. I mean, they let Kane run with the title a couple of times, but
Kane never really got to run.
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
I remember the 24-hour.
You see what I'm saying?
But at the same time, Kane got to hold it.
Spot.
Kane, his name is still there as champion.
He was a placeholder.
Goldust could have absolutely been in that position at one point.
Nah.
Maybe not as Goldust, but Dustin Runnels absolutely could have.
He never had anything that was more over than Goldust, though.
This is true.
7.
That lasted about 12 minutes.
It did. That was less than the cup of coffee.
Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. You guys want me to do this?
I just came from WWE.
But no, Cody Rhodes immediately rebrands as the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes joins the Bullet Club.
Goes and wins the world titles everywhere.
Fuck. Yeah, and I mean, makes that smart move of, hey, put me in the Bullet Club.
Yep.
Bring me in. I don't need to be the leader. Just make me a part. And then his own T-shirt with that red, white, and blue Bullet Club logo.
Cold.
God damn it. And it says American Nightmare on it. You know that I don't care what anybody says. Vince McMahon has to look at what Cody Rhodes has done now. And Vince McMahon has to literally think, God damn it.
Yeah.
Ugh, are you fucking serious? You assholes in this collective group of assholes in this room couldn't figure this out?
Yeah.
His father was the American Dream, and at one point his biggest nemesis was called the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. Cody Rhodes calls himself the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
And we have no part of this merchandising, branding. Cody Rhodes is now world champion caliber wrestler, which he always was, world champion caliber wrestler. He just, now he's got the persona to go with it. Do you think Cody will eventually make his way back to the E?
Yeah.
Do you think that he's going to be over as fuck?
Yes.
Do you think he will become a champion?
No.
So, do you think that Cody will only go back to the E once he realizes, okay, I've done everything that I want to do. I've made my fuck ton of money, and this is just going to be my time to fuck off to finish my career?
Yes.
Yeah.
So was he Cody in about like 20 years?
He'll come in.
It was, I'd say, within 10 years.
Yeah.
Because Cody Rhodes is making a fuck ton of money right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
American
God.
Nightmare. That sounds
You do
fun.
realize that's why a lot of these guys won't come from all these people, all these indie wrestlers that people clamor for, like the Young Bucks. Everybody wants the Young Bucks.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Kenny
They know
Omega
he gets
makes
swallowed up.
Kenny Omega makes more in 6 months on his own with his working life the way it is than probably what he would make in 2 years in WWE.
Damn.
Because you got to understand, Kenny Omega, these guys get to own their merchandising. They come up with their own shit, and they're the ones that have to make it work, or they're the ones that let it fail.
Word.
Like,
Soon, Bulldog t-shirts, Unchained podcast t-shirts,
oh, those we'll eventually get to those.
and Dirt Nap Day pops. Despacito.
Hey, dude, you know, if this show could blow up to the point where we've got just a massive following, even that massive underground following, and I could get a hold of Funko and be like, hey, look, we need exclusive pops of us. You know that they would do it. Limit them.
So dumb.
No.
That's so great.
You say it's so dumb, but you know you would be so fucking stoked.
You'd be stoked.
Yeah.
If
I
they
just don't
made-
understand if when they come in for the day that they come in, I'm going to
Dumpster
take
fire
like
day.
4 Viagra and just have a boner the whole
Dirt
day.
Nap Day. Despacito Day.
Just saying, I get all the exclusives.
Ass whip submissive day.
You guys are going to be the commons, and I'll be the exclusives. Yeah, boy.
Dude, you know what I would actually do? You know, it would be oh my God, this would be great. Because Secret Headquarters is actually a licensed Funko dealer. Mm-hmm. Make them a Secret Headquarters exclusive. The Bulldog Unchained podcast.
Word.
Of course, they'd have to make them available online too for pre-orders. and shit.
Word.
We'll be in the same box. We'll be in separate boxes.
Oh, we could have the
A
trilogy
3-pack.
box, the 3-pack, the battle box.
If we get the 3 box, I want Dirt Nap. Fucking
Doing that big bully pose.
do this right there.
Yes.
I want Dirt Nap like this. I know this motherfucker shit on me. I know he leaned over too far.
I had to adjust this hard-ass, terrible-ass chair. That's next. Dirt Nap Dave crowdfund for a new chair over at Bulldog.
GoFundMe.com.
Yeah.
I think these chairs will work though, because if we get
Hey,
like
while
Lazy
we're talking
Boys-
about that, if you guys listening want to help with the donations right now, you can become a patron and give a monthly donation, $1, $5, $10 a month. We've got several people who just signed up to donate $10 a month to us. Manny Aguilera, Mariah Wells, thank
Manny.
you guys. My buddy Matt Rizzo threw $50 at me through Venmo, which is another app like PayPal, except you can use it to just pay people you know, like send them money. Venmo, Venmo. If you get on the Bulldog Unchained podcast page on Facebook, you'll see the link for it. Even if you just want to send us $10 one time, $5 one time, every little bit helps. We just got to use some of that money to build the new addition to the desk, where now the mics are elevated, so there's not so much
so much Undertaker intro.
Yeah, right. So much noise coming through the table through the mics.
That's what she said.
But now the
So
next
much
step
more room
for activities. The next step, we still need to lock down 2 webcams, and we've got to get the ring lights set up. Not wrestling ring
We're gonna
lights.
have like a little ring with a thumb more and shit. Like,
Jesus Christ. LED ring lights.
yeah,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
it's gonna look badass.
And then that way we can do the actual YouTube show.
And when
Word.
you got a face reveal, you know you want to see what we look like if you don't see us before, because Dirt Nap is fucking gorgeous.
Word.
Don't let his name
got
fool you.
Despacito.
He's got a face for radio for sure. We gotta get all this shit out of the corner
That's how you
though.
do it
Yeah,
down in
oh, yeah,
Puerto
yeah.
Rico.
That shit'll all be gone.
Oh. $1 Million Man, old school with Chase. Motherfucker.
What are you looking
I'm
at?
reading that box up there. You got the $1 Million Man Chase already?
Where do you see that?
The top
In the
one.
corner.
Pop WWE.
No, I just got a regular
Oh.
$1
My
million.
guy that I ordered from said they'll be in the next week or
Six.
the week after that.
From Boston? Or where is it from?
Yeah, New York or some shit. I don't know.
Damn, so you've been waiting all year for that.
A couple of months. I'm still being patient. It's running out, but
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
still
you
being
realize we have done wrestling now for like an hour and 25 minutes?
patient. Easy.
Damn.
I literally planned on doing half-hour coverage of
Whatever.
We started talking about some other shit.
Wrestling. Man, that's fun.
Mankind, it's Mick Foley and
Durga
shit.
Durga Jihad.
That's the only way to Durka.
Muhammad Jihad.
See, I can't roll my tongue sometimes.
Rico? You can't roll your tongue.
Like I'm about to try to fucking whistle.
Hey Dave, how's Chewbacca sound?
Bruh.
Damn it, son.
It's got
The saddest scene in Star Wars Rogue One was that moment when Chewbacca was like,
That's the worst Chewbacca impression I've ever heard.
So should we go ahead and
Mine's way
transition?
better.
Should we go ahead and transition to the 90s?
Into the 90s.
Dream of the 90s.
Like, oh,
This Doug?
yeah. Remember this shit?
No, not at all.
Doug, motherfucker.
I know, man. I just
He
did
was
part of
singing
the
it.
song.
Oh.
God damn!
It's probably like a 2.5 hour podcast.
Did it bow.
Yeah, dude. So I literally, I've just been spending so much time this week looking up 90s shit, and most of it I just remember vividly, and then there's some of it though that I stumbled across that I was like, oh my god.
I had that one of the moments.
Gadzooks.
Right.
Suffering succotash.
Like, I forgot about the show. Like, I really was looking up all the Nickelodeon shows from the 90s. And all that completely escaped my memory.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
that was a shit.
And I stumbled across some of the skits and stuff on YouTube, and I was like,
Back
oh my god,
They
this
were
was,
all trying to be Jim Carrey. It was
yes,
what was so
but
funny
it was
about it.
funny as shit.
Yeah.
Like the chubby girl and all that. Who
Mary
Lori
Beth.
Beth Denberg.
Yes,
Yeah.
the librarian.
Yeah.
No yelling at the library.
Oh man, Bag and Sag and Barry,
She
of
was
course.
so big. She got so big.
Keenan and
after
Kel.
She got on that show.
She has a thyroid problem.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, she does?
I don't know.
Oh, I was cracking. I don't know.
I mean, I would figure.
Something's in her neck.
Yeah, she got a thyroid problem. Her thyroid keeps making her fatter from all that bullshit, all that A&W and apple juice.
Listen, water boy.
I'm the water boy.
I was just talking about her, not you guys.
That was simultaneous. We all took a drink.
Yep. This drink was brought to you by Secret Headquarters.
Secret headquarters. Mention Bulldog Unchained, get 10% off.
Talk about apple juice and you don't get shit
You talk about Knubsie slow, you get a back rub.
from the man himself.
Yeah. If
Tender
hairy,
fingers.
If you got a hairy back, though, I gotta turn you down. I ain't fucking with that killing your red skin.
Yeah,
bro.
kill your day. Ain't getting
Yeah.
a back rub.
That motherfucker ain't getting no back rub.
Feels like I'm rubbing on a welcome mat.
Is this a bear rug?
He took his shirt off and still had a shirt on.
Ugh.
Why are you so hairy?
Why do you wear a t-shirt over a sweater?
Ain't you hot?
Always.
It's fucking summertime.
God
Damn. I wish Rick and Morty was in the 90s. That shit.
Oh my god.
It's so great. I'm so glad that it's right now, and I get to see new episodes of it.
There's a new
It's
episode
for
tonight.
sure not going to be around as long, for very much longer. I don't think.
9 seasons. That's one off.
Yeah, you got to get that. See, that's what I'm saying. There's only like 6 seasons left to go. So.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm sad now.
God damn it.
Thought it was on season 1 still.
Shit.
Hope they have like 25 seasons.
That would be great. It's a good show. I really do love it. I love that Rick and Morty.
It's like Seinfeld.
So
I'm a pickle.
tell me, like, Dave, what do you remember from the 90s? Like, what stuff really sticks out to you?
The inappropriate touching.
Talking about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton.
No,
I think
I'm
he's
just
talking
kidding.
about his uncle.
I'm just kidding. No.
Dave, you almost wore root beer on the side of your face.
Thank you for restraint.
That was for
Yeah.
shitting on me, man.
I didn't shit on you.
They know you did. I know you did. You the only one that don't believe it.
Because it's my colon. I can feel if I fart. I would own it. I've
He hasn't had a visit from his uncle in a long time.
I listened to a Navy SEAL motivational tape about extreme ownership, and I would totally own if I farted on you. I would own it.
Dogs don't know
I
when
would
they
tell
fart,
you.
dog. 'cause
I
they
would
can't
tell
have the
you.
butt
It
cheeks.
scares them.
I was like, hey, Nubs. Hey, Nubs.
What's up?
Take a deep breath in, brother.
I would do it for you.
Asparagus and onions, baby.
I would do it for you, Dirt Up.
Oh, God.
Dumpster fire Dave.
So, but no, for real.
The
Like,
90s.
what do you like when someone says the 90s to you? What pops in your head?
Awkward teenage years. My
Really?
shitty. I mean, like, yeah, man, I wasn't very popular in school and shit.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
wasn't.
what I'm saying. And that was when I went through all that awkward fucking growing up. You know, I remember some good stuff, but.
But I mean,
It
like
was
when
like-
you were at home, like just forget school.
When you wasn't
But,
getting
like,
picked on.
Yeah, right. Like when you were at home, watch TV, enjoy yourself, or listen to the radio. Like what?
Some of the pop culture that I loved about the 90s.
Your uncle.
What is I really into? I was really into music. I discovered a lot of music then.
Like Leif Garrett?
South Park. I mean, stuff.
Leif Garrett.
Yeah, no, I was a metal snob actually. I really didn't listen to much.
Fuck that, man.
except for
David
metal.
Cassidy.
Yeah, right. What
A
was
little
that?
bit
Leaf.
country. A little bit rock and
Frampton
roll.
Comes Alive. That's what I listened to that a lot.
Wham.
Yeah.
Wham.
No, I mean, it was
Gotta
mostly
have faith.
like the late 90s that were my coming of age, you know, where that's when I was in my late teens. And I really did I was just into fucking new metal and terribleness, you know, just Jinkos and fucking
Yeah, we were talking
eyebrow
about
rings,
this.
There's
eyebrow
Jinko.
rings, and
Van-
fucking
eyebrow rings?
I had
Jinko-
my eyebrow
Jin-
pierced. I had my
Jinko
lip pierced, 2
jeans.
in my ear.
Jinko
Damn.
jeans and the Airwalks and Vans shoes.
Yeah, dude. I had a pair of tennis ball fucking Airwalks. Yep.
I had this
Awful.
pair of orange
Awful.
Airwalks, and they were so god awful ugly, but they were the coolest fucking.
Of course.
Dude, like everyone, like no one else could find this pair. I found them out of state, and when I showed up at school wearing these orange Airwalks, everybody was like, "Where did you get those?" And I'm like, "Not here."
Your mom's house.
Yeah, she let me keep them after I fucked her.
Yeah. Despacito.
Hey,
That's how you
what-
do it.
I got a
down in
joke.
Puerto
I heard a
Rico.
joke the other day that I thought was really funny. I
Okay.
think you guys will enjoy it. What's the difference? What's the difference between 3 dicks and a joke?
You can't take a joke. Is that it?
Dig, dig.
I get it.
You know you're gonna steal that one.
Yeah, probably will.
Yeah, probably. By the way, speaking of comedy and the comedy show last night.
I enjoyed what I saw of it. I wasn't able to stay for very long.
Were you there?
Hey, I came.
I didn't even see you.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I
wondering if
saw
y'all
He didn't
tuned
even
in.
fucking say hi to me.
You were sitting down. I saw you. I was going to throw stuff at you. But
That would've
no, we
ended-
were just kind of in the back, and I drank a terrible, awful soda. And,
You should got the
yeah.
key lime soda. That shit was fire.
oh, dude, I got the regular.
Don't get the cola. No, the key lime.
No, the cola was fucking terrible.
Key lime is fire.
Oh, it tasted like old towel. Like, you ever smell a towel
That
you
dry
use-
sticky, though?
It was wet, and then it dried, but it was in a pile on the floor,
So it dries
and it
sticky.
dried for a couple of days, and it just sat
And
there.
mildew.
And the mildew, that smell in the towel.
That's how the Coke
what
tastes.
the Coke tasted like. And it's shitty because I don't drink sodas ever. I had 2 sips of it. I was like, fuck.
Could have had
this.
water there.
Yeah, but I wanted to spend some money.
Huh?
I wanted to spend money because I was at the establishment. Just try to be nice and
Oh, thanks.
be a
Trying-
patron. Yeah.
Trying to support PG and shit.
Right. Yeah. Because I didn't want to just not get anything. Because water. Who's going to charge for fucking
They got
water?
food there too.
Yeah, I didn't want. I don't.
Pizza's good.
Yeah.
It's only on Saturdays though.
But anyway, yeah, Knubsie killed it. His buddies Torrin and Corey from What's Wrong with You, Man, they were pretty funny. My boy Andy Imlay,
He did good.
He slaughtered, man.
Yeah, he did good.
It was like a massacre. It was like
Yes. And so I think here soon we're gonna have Torrin and Corey come on the show with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about it. I hit him up, but the fucking Facebook Messenger didn't send out. So if that, I'll talk to him like either sometime this week or I'll see him Saturday at Decklers in Henderson. We doing a comedy thing there tonight. It's a speakeasy type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet.
What's the date?
The 26th of August.
So next Saturday
Yeah,
or this coming Saturday?
yeah, it'll be this
And
time.
what time?
Like 8.
8 o'clock. All right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So we can,
Come
y'all,
out.
y'all can come out. We're gonna do
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that one, but
I'll shake my titties in your face.
so anyway, back to the 90s.
Let's go back to the 90s.
So man, I
wrestled.
remember all especially as when someone says 90s to me, Nickelodeon pops up a lot in my head.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time
Like
with Nickelodeon. A lot of
Doug,
television
Hey
time.
Arnold, Rugrats, Real Monsters.
Yeah, all that. All Real Monsters.
That
was
show
shit.
was like, have you watched it now as an adult?
Nah.
Go back and watch it again. Like download some episodes or something. You'll be like, God damn, this show was kind of fucked up. Like
No, Rocco's was like that.
Rocko's Modern Life.
was definitely funny.
That should have been an MTV
Ren and
show.
Stimpy was my shit.
Ren and Stimpy
Stimpy
should
was
have been
shit.
an MTV show.
Yeah.
It was totally too
Beavis
filthy.
and
for kids.
Butthead was my shit.
Beavis and Butthead was an MTV show.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my shit.
I just actually introduced Haley to Beavis and Butthead watching Biohazard and Onyx videos.
Are they headbanging and shit?
Oh, dude, going nuts. Dude, like Beavis and Butthead, you know what's heartbreaking? I bought that DVD set when it came out,
Uh-huh.
and I was so disappointed because all of the episodes,
No music videos.
yes,
Right.
and I didn't even like it. Never crossed my mind like that they would have to pay another fee to use. Man, that is such bullshit. Like
I loved the episodes. I
they're
love
funny,
the
but without the
stories.
music videos, it's not the same show.
I know. It's
I always
not.
skip the music videos.
You skipped.
Yeah.
What?
I would be
Those were the
dancing.
funniest parts of the goddamn
dancing,
show.
The dancing was always my favorite. Whenever they play rap, yeah. And when Butthead would he'd crouch down real low on the floor, shake his ass.
Yes.
That was his best. That was his best one.
Cornholio, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dude.
still do that, and people are look at me like I'm fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck?
You don't know about cornholio?
But then, like other shows that stick out. So, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Was awesome.
Nah, I mean, it was awesome then.
The Midnight
I don't
Society.
know if I go back and see.
Salute Your Shorts.
Pete and Pete.
Salute Your
was my
Shorts,
shit.
dude.
Donkey Lips was funny.
Camp Ottawa. I fucking
I
wanted.
hold you in my heart when I think about you.
It makes me want to fart. It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price. I wanted that place to be real so bad because I wanted to go.
To Camp Anawana.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of finger banging went on that show.
Oh, man. I bet.
You remember Hey Dude?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Johnny
that worked on the
Torrance,
ranch?
or I knew I was in the army with the fucking guy that looked just like Danny from that fucking show. I'm telling you, like I'll show you the picture of Danny from Hey Dude.
Dude, I was at the bar last night, and the dude was like fucking the guy for Workaholics with the long hair. I was like, this motherfucker looks like Blake. Yeah, that's his name, Blake.
All right, so
Toasting out, brah.
here is Joe Torres as Danny. All right, So you see that picture.
Right.
Right. All right, so you see that picture. Now I'm going to pull up my buddy Garcia from the Army and tell me if these guys aren't fucking related. I used to give this kid such a fucking hard time about that. His name is Francisco Garcia, so we called him Cisco the Bisco. He ended up tattooing that on his back. Cisco the Bisco.
I don't think I'll ever get that tattooed on me.
Tell me if that don't look just fucking like Joe Torres from.
Oh my God!
I told you, it looks just.
He needs a cowboy
uncanny.
hat.
It's uncanny, isn't it? Don't that look like Danny from fucking Hey Dudes? I know, right? I used to give him the hardest fucking time for that.
Dester's
Do you
Lab,
remember the show
Garcia.
What Would You Do?
What Would You Do? Is that the one? That's the. Was that the same guy that did Double Dare?
Yes, I think Mark Summers
Mark
was
Summers?
a part of that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a
Like a
ambush, like a
news
public
type-
ambush.
yeah.
Kind of, hey, what would you do for this? You
Yeah.
know, and then
And then, of course, Double Dare started in the 80s, but it carried over into the 90s.
yeah, that was my shit.
I wanted to do that show so bad.
wanted
The
to do
Temple
that one.
Show?
And
The
Legends of
one-
the Hidden
yeah.
Temple.
Yeah,
I
like-
wanted to be one of the
The little snatchers?
blue barracudas.
Do you remember Nick Arcade?
A little
the video
bit.
game show.
A little
where
bit.
it was
Yeah,
weird
you
video
played-
games that didn't actually exist.
Yeah, you played video games and competed against each other in
Yeah.
little challenges and shit. I remember that one super athletic one that you were like.
Oh, it was outdoors.
No, it was inside of a big ass like auditorium kind of thing.
Hold on, let me see if I can Google it. Hold on.
Some kind of. So it was all physical challenges and
Yeah.
shit, and you were attached to bungee cords, and you jumped all over the place, and there was it was like American Gladiators kind of, but for kids. It was cool.
Oh, shit. Mega Crag and stuff like that.
I think that's what. Yeah,
Fucking, it had Mike O'Malley as a host.
that one, the chick from the Olympics,
Guts.
Guts. That's what
Guts.
it was. Yeah, GUTZ.
I faded off a little bit, so I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. It took me a minute to catch up.
There was also Paradise Run. That one didn't last very long. But
That's so funny. I just Googled the term guts, and the first thing that came up was the Urban Dictionary, as in I'm going to get in them.
Guts.
I did a bunch of that last night and this morning. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Good job,
Thank you.
Despacito. That's how you do it down in Puerto Rico.
Despacito Dave was tearing up some casa.
You
That's
saw
all.
her. Yeah.
I'll eat some, like, you know what I'm saying? She had a booty on it for real.
Yeah, dude.
She's going to listen to this podcast.
She's gonna be like, "You motherfucker!"
We didn't say her name.
That's why I was like, "Casa."
Dick.
No, I didn't say your name, so.
Yeah.
Bulldog's a dick. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then of course you had like the standard television of the 90s. Like Roseanne was going strong.
Oh, yeah.
You had Family
my
Matters, Full House.
Oh, TGIF. the
fuck
lineup?
yeah, dude, Dinosaurs. You remember that show? Like,
Not the baby.
Oh, yeah,
that
the
show is
baby.
Not the
fucking
mama.
stupid.
Not the
You
mom.
want, you
So
want
dumb.
a terrible show to go back and watch? Fucking Dinosaurs is the one. I went
watched-
back and watched an episode of that and lost my mind at how much time I wasted as a child. Could have been learning a second language, and I spent all that time with that little fat fucking
Despacito?
stupid fucking baby. Those overgrown, overwritten, overproduced fucks that were just there to sell. That was a merchandise grab. That's all that was. They were just trying. Ooh, we could fucking make dolls out of this.
Did you like the
Give
show?
it a catchprice. No. What?
Did you like the show?
I did when I was a child.
Right.
But
it is not
really-
one that
it's-
aged well.
No, it did not at all.
tried.
It
But
was so 90s.
if you go back and
but-
watch Family Matters and Full House and all those shows, still you can watch them now. Fresh Prince of
What
Bel-Air.
about
Yeah,
what
that's
about
classic right there.
USA Up All Night?
Rhonda Shear, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
How good was that? And Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Gilbert.
The Home Alone movies.
Yeah,
I loved those. And I loved
Die Hard.
Little Giants. I loved Married with Children.
Little Giants.
Ed O'Neill is my guy.
Little Giants is one of my favorite movies
Ice
still
Spots.
to this day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
Icebox.
Icebox. Fuck with Icebox, man.
When he got that stuff for his hands, and he stuck it to his jersey. We all did it, dude. Fucking you guys. That's so good.
Shut up, dipwad. Nobody calls me a dipwad except for my sister.
That was
Better
funny.
not be talking about my mama.
That big old kid, dude. He's like
Spike.
"Urgh." Yeah, that's what his name was.
Dutch. What about that movie Dutch?
I love
How
that movie.
good was that movie?
Have you ever seen that, Nubs? Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy, you know? He's in it. He is dating this woman, or they're engaged or something like that, and he has to go pick up her kid from the military academy that he stays in for school, whatever. And he's supposed to bring him home for Christmas. Oh my God!
And Shooter McGavin is an awesome bad guy. in
Happy
that
He's
movie.
an awesome bad guy in every movie.
He is a dick, and he ends up with a ring impression in
Yeah.
his forehead.
Is
Because
his name?
Al Bundy pops him, and he turns this ring on his pinky sideways, and pops him right in the forehead with it, and leaves a fucking mark right in the middle of it. And it's like, what the hell is going on?
Was his name Shooter McGavin?
Not in that movie.
It should have been.
No,
He
but
was the
that
same
the
character.
guy. It was the
That's
guy.
just his name
yeah,
in
that's
every
his
movie.
name. I don't know what his actual
Yeah.
name is. So Shooter McGavin, it is.
That's a dope ass name too. I wish my name was Shooter McGavin.
I eat pieces of shit like you for
You
breakfast.
eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
What?
No.
How about we go right at some? Hey, I just may. What do you say?
Take a walk down by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, it was good. The 90s were all right. I mean, it was so long ago.
I'm waiting for all those true neon clothes to come back.
Never.
It's coming.
Nah.
It's just like the 80s.
It's different.
Dude, basically you offset.
Yeah, that's true.
You
a lot
offset
of
30 years.
like the kids.
When
I'm
we were in
seeing
the
teenagers
80s,
in
when we
corn
were in the
shirts
80s,
again.
when we were in the 80s, the whole 50s poodle skirt thing was happening. The black leather jackets with sunglasses and white t-shirts.
My dad was a greaser in the 70s. Like he
That's
dressed
weird.
up. He dressed up like a 50s doo-wop guy.
Yeah.
That was his thing.
Like-
He liked what's the name of that fucking band? Oh god.
Wham?
No, not Wham.
Grease.
It was
John Fogerty.
They were
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
like the Bob Moran kind of
Bob.
shit.
Oh, Beach Boys.
Sock hop shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Doo-wop.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. Not what? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Moving on. Yeah. It's not that interesting. My
Beach
dad's
Boys.
musical taste is terrible. My mother,
I love the
my
Beach
dad and mother
Boys.
both are terrible. I have terrible music
They
taste.
grew up in the
I had
50s.
to discover all good rock and roll music myself.
Elvis Presley.
I really had to. Even
Chuck Berry.
Elvis to a point, because my dad was really into country at the time that I was listening to music, and
Oh,
it was
Garth
just
Brooks.
like fucking Shania Twain
I
and
like-
Reba McEntire and shit. Yeah, dude, that bullshit.
Better walk the line.
That
Tony-
pop country
Hey,
fucking
Tito
garbage.
Santana's sister, Reba McEntire.
Ah,
Fucking Bobby Heenan, man.
ah.
Reba McEntire.
Oh,
He was
that's
great.
funny. Dude, there's a Mexican guy that I work with, and they give him such a hard time. They call him Slopez.
Oh my God, we need to tag that on Knubsie Slopez.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Slopez.
No, dude. And he takes it in stride. I'm just like, call them out for being white, terrible at basketball, and just like
Have stinky hair.
just being white. Just call them out.
Smells
for
like
that.
mayonnaise every day.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
You got diabetes. Shut up.
Why your breath smell like onions? You ain't ate them in like a week.
Did you just have a stroke, old man? Calling me Slopez. How about the left side of your face, bitch?
Why's your foot drag when you walk?
How about take this right leg and put it across the left side of your face?
But
There's
no,
a
they
great
give 'em-
90s movie,
Yo,
Major Payne.
I thought you were going to say Billy Jack, because it was Major Payne quoting Billy
I
Jack.
know.
So that was Nubs quoting Major Payne quoting Billy Jack.
Quoting it to Bam Bam Bigelow.
To Bam Bam Bigelow. Get out of here with that Billy Jack bullshit.
You said you were going to kick me in the face.
You calling me a liar? Pinch
That is
Coke,
one of
you owe me a
those.
Coke.
That is one of those true 90s movies.
Yes. it
Like
was.
Major Payne is
And then
Amazing.
what about Beach Patrol? or what? Beach School, or what was that fucking movie?
Rocket Power.
The Rock and Roll High School, Beach School, or something like that.
Oh,
I don't remember
Mark Harmon, the guy that ended up doing NCIS.
Right.
He was a teacher, and he had to teach all the failures from the high school, and they had to do summer school. It might have been called summer school, maybe.
I don't
High School
remember
High?
this.
It was from the 90s. It was
That's
a
a good
90s movie, and they all had those shorts, and they drank Tab, and it was fucking cool. Scrooged. That was a super 90s movie.
yeah.
That was Bill Murray at his finest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still watch
I
that every
love that
Christmas.
fucking movie, dude.
movie's great.
I really do.
It's amazing.
Yep. And Coming to America.
Oh,
fucking
fuck yeah.
yeah. Before, but there was
Trading
like so much
Places.
greatness. Mike Tyson was the fucking king of the world in
Yeah.
the early '90s. How much just O.J. Simpson. That whole shit happened. What about that? Fucking, that was a big part of
The
the
Naked
90s.
Gun movies.
Oh, yeah. Leading up to that point. But
And he was the Hertz man.
yeah,
Remember? Hertz car rental?
Mike, who?
O.J. Simpson.
Hertz Car.
O.J.
Dude, he
Simpson
was
was
so
the...
fucking famous.
Yeah.
He bought his way out of that fucking murder. He killed those fucking people. What about the L.A. riots?
Allegedly.
That was just like, no, that was right after that, and there was
Oh,
still,
yeah, the Rodney
that was,
King shit. Well,
Yeah.
O.J. happened in 96.
That was 96?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, son, that's
So that was... Wow.
And then, the L.A. riots was like 92.
92, 93.
Yeah.
So that was still, that was still fresh in the minds of society. That was still a big thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple year gap, but yeah,
But
I mean...
that's still, and the L.A. County, that's still, you still
Oh, yeah.
don't, well, they didn't recover from that just yet. And even though O.J., they turned O.J. into a pillar of the black community when all he did was get the fuck out of the community. All he did was play, he didn't have a black friend. He fucking played golf with old white guys
Right.
all the time.
He was friends with Robert
Beat the shit.
Kardashian and...
The CTE that's in his brain from all those fucking hits caused rage, and he fucking killed Nicole.
And Ron.
And yeah, well, yeah, it's a shit. But that ruined him forever, dude. That People versus OJ or whatever. That
Have you watched that?
yeah,
Man.
dude, it's cold.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
He's so
amazing.
Good. I didn't realize that was as star heavy as it was.
Oh, yeah, man.
I did not realize that. I just recently watched it, so yeah.
It's really good.
It's fucking amazing. What's her name is Marsha Clark. Is so good.
Susan Sarandon.
No, it's not Susan Sarandon. It's the chick from American Horror Story, Sarah Paulson.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't Susan Sarandon.
Why did I think it was Susan Sarandon?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
It's good. That's
Good?
good. Yeah. In the 90s, perms were still a thing. Mullets were a lot more popular. They weren't
you're right.
as
Sarah
laughed
Paulson.
at.
Yeah.
They weren't
Why the
as
fuck
laughed
did I
at.
think that?
I could coach.
Yeah, Courtney
They
B.
look alike.
Vance as Johnny Conquered. I know that you guys probably don't know a lot about Courtney B. Vance, but he's been in a lot of movies that I love, and he can play anything. And literally, there's just one movie. It's a Hallmark movie, but it's one of those movies I own on DVD, and I'll make people watch every now and then. And it's called The Boys Next Door, and it's a dude. It's a group of developmentally disabled guys, and they live in a house together, and it is fucking hysterical. Nathan Lane is in it. Courtney B. Vance, Michael Jeter is in it.
Okay.
Dude, it's amazing. And these four crazy nut jobs live together in this house, and it's a very sweet, endearing movie. But the comedy is just non-stop in it. Like Michael Jeter plays this guy named Arnold Wiggins, and he's just very crazy, neurotic, and blah blah. And they're like the guy that takes care of them, like he just shows up to the house to check on them, make sure they don't need anything. And Arnold's like freaking out about something. He goes, "Arnold, did you take your medication today?" And Arnold looks at him and goes, "There's a very fine line between caring and nagging, Jack. You're very close to the line."
Nice.
But Courtney B. Vance, he plays in this movie like he's just basically got the mentality of a 5-year-old.
Wonderful.
And
He's the man as Johnny Cochran.
yes,
He does
and,
such
like
a fantastic
his
job.
acting range is just extraordinary, and I think that
Never
he
go
should
full
be,
retard.
he should be in so many more movies, like
Robert Downey
big
Jr.
roles.
But we've already got an Idris Elba.
That's the next James Bond.
Word.
That'd be kind of cool. I could see that.
He's good.
Yeah. He's him in The Office. That's what
I know, Charles. Yeah, he was good. It's fucking Michael Scott with that power dynamic when people come in and they're his boss and he just can't handle it at all.
Kathy Bates.
She's so great. The way she's able to rein him in is even better.
Michael, if you feel like you've put in a good, hard, honest day's work and you can feel satisfied with what you've done today, then clock out and go home. He just sits in his office for like the next 2 hours like, because he won't fucking leave. And she's in there working the whole time in that other office.
This bitch. Yeah, it's funny. That show was great. Even though that wasn't a 90s thing. But
No.
But I just thought of it.
Yeah.
I cried. That's why.
Saturday Night Live was a lot of fun in the 90s.
Yeah, especially early
dude.
90s.
I mean, we got to witness
Even the whole 90s. That was, Will Ferrell.
Yeah, we got to witness the birth of
Jimmy
Will
Fallon.
Ferrell, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley,
Chris
David
fucking Farley,
Spade.
David, Chris Rock.
Let's not. Joe Dirt is a 90s movie.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt was.
Coneheads?
Oh my God.
Oh, fucking
My
Dirty
mom's
Work.
the only other woman I know that can take a sandwich like that. You're something special. I love that line. Yes.
Dirty Work.
And Jim Carrey. He was one of my big...
The Mask.
Yeah. Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Is his best movie, hands down. Him and
Jeff Daniels.
Daniels, the way that they're able to play off each other and
Pretty bird.
Yeah.
His head fell off.
You sold my dead bird to a blind kid?
His head popped off.
Our birds' heads
Harry,
are falling off.
I took care of it. I fucking died.
Samson?
I died.
Swanson? Samson.
I was totally wrong.
I was
Samson.
way off.
He used these gloves. You had gloves this whole time. Yeah, with Aspen.
Why are you going to the airport? Flying somewhere? Once I saw the bags and I noticed the airline ticket, I put 2 and 2 together. So, where are you headed? Aspen. California. Beautiful.
Oh, man.
They say it's more likely that you're going to die in a car crash on the way to the airport. There's a lot of bad drivers out there.
Yeah.
Why don't we keep our eyes on the road? Yeah. Good thinking.
How about Knubsie? You brought up the Nokia brick phone
Oh, yeah.
that could shatter concrete if you dropped it.
If you dropped it and like go through floors like a lightsaber.
They don't make shit like that anymore.
No, the new Nokia is even more durable than that one.
Really?
Yep.
They still make Nokia?
Yes, they do. The new one has got some kind of ultra titanium case on it.
Is that what you got?
No, but the way it looks like the old school Nokias. But they did drop tests and like corner drop tests and shit. And
Caused earthquakes in their country.
Everybody wants everybody wants smartphones now though. So who's buying Nokia?
Somebody is. I think they're smartphone capable. I think the screen is a lot bigger. There's not hard buttons on it anymore.
I know people that still that get those military grade flip phones
because of how hard they are.
Yeah, you can literally run over them and nothing happens to them.
Right. They're like $1,200-$1,300 though. They're expensive as shit.
Well, they used to be expensive. Now my dad had one for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, I think he paid $150-$200 for it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, he showed it, and as soon as I held it, I was like, Jesus Christ, this could kill somebody.
Hell yeah.
Like if I threw this at your head, it's gonna cave it in.
What about the cranberries?
What's in your
Zombie.
head? Yeah.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Let It
I just
Linger.
remember-
Is that one of theirs?
Yeah.
Fucking
Sure
Dave
is.
over here. Despacito.
Nice.
We're gonna change your name. Everybody's gonna call you Despacito from now on.
Despacito Dave.
Yeah, it's a dirt note.
That'll just be for the summer of 17, baby.
Didgeridoo Dave.
Didgeridoo Dave. 1,000 didgeridoos.
Wow.
An army of didgeridoos.
which everyone should have.
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome. Yeah.
That was so cool. Hold on.
He's very entertained with his voice when he takes a hit. Despacito.
Nice. What flavor is that?
I don't know.
You don't know. It doesn't smell like cotton candy, like apple juice. Larry over there.
Apple juice, Larry.
How about did either of you ever have any of the Tamagotchi, like the little pocket monster things?
Nope.
Had
I
people-
have one.
How about
I was too busy playing with my wiener.
Well, in the 90s, I was like 8, so I haven't discovered my wiener completely yet. 'Cause I was,
Was it not out
I
yet?
mean,
or
it was
something?
there. It was there, but I didn't know what it could do.
It's like, man, did you sit down to pee?
I peed standing. I pooped sitting down.
Oh,
Well, I had a Tamagotchi, and it died. Like the day after I got it, because I forgot about it.
You didn't feed it.
I didn't know how.
How
to
about
feed it.
how about Furbies? How fucking creepy were they?
That was like fucking Pops right
No.
now.
Nope. Didn't fuck with Furbies.
Furbies were terrifying.
No. Funko was way better than Furby.
That fucking Cartman is terrifying.
No. Furbies were not my thing. I had a big collection. The Power Rangers were my shit.
Oh, damn.
Wrestling
I did-
figures, of
Yeah,
course.
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of wrestling figures.
I had a lot of action figures. They're not dolls.
Yeah.
first of
G.I.
all.
Because I mean, you got to
Those
figure
Ninja
too.
Turtles.
If we're talking '90s. That's Attitude Era.
That's
Like,
late
that was-
90s though.
But well, actually,
96.
96.
Yeah.
Mid
you're
late
right in the
90s.
mid.
Yeah, mid late.
I mean, '96 was the year
yeah.
that wrestling went way off the fucking reservation.
Yeah, it did.
Because you had the birth of Stone Cold and the NWO happen in the same fucking month.
Yeah, Stone Cold killed everything.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's
awesome.
that promo, the fucking King of the Ring.
Yep.
Yep.
I just watched King of the Ring '96 last week.
Oh man, Austin
Oh,
316. You going around talking about John 316? Austin 316 says, "I just whipped your ass." I had an Austin 316.
What he needs to do right now is to haul his sorry carcass out of my ring and go buy himself a cheap bottle of Thunderbird and dig up some of that courage he had in his prime. That is still to this day the most ruthless thing I have ever heard someone say in a promo. God damn. Do it, Dave.
God damn. Yeah, it's pretty cold.
I mean, seriously, the dude is just on the wagon, and you're Stone Cold telling him to go get some alcohol, liquor himself up, and come back and try again. Oh shit! Oh, dude, another '90s staple. One of the best movies of all time,
Independence Day.
Terminator 2,
Oh, yeah.
Judgment Day.
That was a shit.
That was one of the best sequels ever.
Dude,
Yeah,
Yeah, if not
holy
the.
shit.
Yeah.
that shit was great.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 changed so
T-1000.
much
Yeah.
about how movies are made. Like
with
that
me if you want
that
to live.
movie really was like that the cost of that movie at that time was astronomical. And what they did with CGI in that movie is what changed everything.
Then they had the other Terminators, which was shit.
I kind of enjoyed Genesis.
I haven't seen one.
It's all right.
Actually, I haven't seen any Terminator since Terminator 2, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Terminator 3 is okay, whatever. Genesis is pretty cool.
Is that the one with Christian Bale? Was that Salvation?
That's Salvation, I believe. Genesis is with the new guy, and it's a whole different arc going on, and it's fucking ruthless.
I'll check it out. Have you seen Robot Chicken, Baby Arnold? I got the little the whole thing too.
What?
Oh,
The Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken. Look up Robot Chicken T2 Baby
Hold on.
Arnold.
Nice.
let me see if I can
That shit is so fucking
get
great.
this up here.
Come with me if you want to live. You have to
Nice.
carry me. I got the little baby legs. Oh man.
See if I can get this.
One time, hit it. I am the filler for dead air. Since these two motherfuckers on the phone.
Who's on their phone? I'm a professional. I'm a goddamn professional.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
I'm blowing off. I'm busy. I was busy blowing off my softball game tonight for SummerSlam.
Oh.
This is my last one.
Wow, look at the guns on her.
Now that's what I call a set of...
Baby Terminators.
Who's my special angel? Who's my special joy? Jeez, kid, you're such a buzzkill.
This shit is great.
Come with me, the Terminator baby, if you want to live.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Don't you answer that! I will answer the door in this situation.
I will answer the door.
Oh no! Skynet has sent back the Terminator puppy! Of now we fight with the fists and it will be a big fight!
Can you do an Arnold? Do you have an Arnold?
Wait for me! I got the little
The little babies.
Get to the chopper! No, you idiot!
Milk is for babies.
You eat other people's lunches? Stop it!
I don't have an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
It is not a tumor.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Yeah, that's good shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You talk about a fucking...
Hold on.
One of the greatest people ever.
My favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Also a great 90s
Twins.
staple. Nope.
Junior?
A great 90s staple. Last Action Hero.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, dude.
Love that movie still to this day. The soundtrack to that movie.
My favorite
is
thing about
amazing.
that movie is Stallone as Terminator.
Yes.
And the cutout
He
at
was
Blockbuster.
great in that movie. And then I love it when he's driving around with the kid and he goes, he says something to him and he goes, "You think you're funny, don't you?" And he goes, "I know I am. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger." He goes, "Here, maybe you should have this." And he starts to hand the kid his badge and he goes, "I don't really think I've earned it." He goes, "No, you don't understand. You just revolutionized police work. All the years of training and studying I did at the academy and detective school, when all I had to do was drive around, point my finger at the house and say, 'The bad guys are in there.'" That's what he does. He goes, "You think you're funny, don't you?" "I know I am. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger."
Yes. I would have watched that movie again. I bet it's aged well.
Oh,
What about Demolition Man?
Demolition Man's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's still great. Yeah. Schwarzenegger was president. I love that they
Play off,
fourth-walled.
yes.
Yeah, they fourth-walled each other. Schwarzenegger was president after the 24th Amendment or whatever. Yeah. Oh, good stuff.
Now I know why we said that last week about that. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah.
The three shells.
Nubsy just catching up from the last show.
And now the one where we can't have the rock president. I'll have to get that one later. We can't have rock president until like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's president.
Right.
Yeah, I get that now. Hope nobody's listening this far into the show.
We've gone over the 2 hours. Yeah, it's fuck it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything to plug? Your show this weekend?
Just the
Decklers, Henderson, Saturday, August 26th at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
It's you and the guys and What's Wrong With You, Man?
Yeah, but there's a speakeasy type event.
Right. Dave, you got anything going on?
Yeah.
No, it's not. You had to cancel that
just
softball?
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Come buy cars from Despacito Day.
Just hanging out, just working.
How you doing down in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. It'll be fun.
You can catch Dave at Al Malibu's Car Emporium.
Down in the corner of who?
You'll always get half a tank. Half a tank.
60% of the time, every time.
Yes. We're cutting prices in half because you're getting half a tank.
All right. So if you can, donate to the show. Help us out. That would be awesome. If you can't, you can still help us out by sharing us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, wherever, man. Promote the show. Help us out. Help us build the audience so we can end up getting some advertisers and sponsors. That would be killer.
And we get paid for this.
God damn.
God damn.
And also follow us on social media. On Twitter, it's at Bulldog Unchained. You can look us up on Facebook at Bulldog Unchained Podcast.
Friend us.
Yeah.
Cause we post shit too.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat.
Don't follow me.
Don't follow me. Don't follow me. All right, guys. We'll be back next week. Bye. Later.
Lades.